Yo, how y'all doing out there? What is going on? It's that day. It's that day. The day we've all been looking forward to, I don't know, for at least a little bit. The official Kabam sales event, 042525 underscore spring cleaning underscore spending underscore event. The promotional materials have been phenomenal. They have Deadpool, Red Guardian on it, and they came together with the name 042525 underscore spending event spring cleaning. I love it. That's amazing. The Twitter intern strikes again. The Twitter intern has become my favorite Kabam employee. I love them. I absolutely love the menace they are and all the jokes that they have created for me to have fun, to joke around and be a little bit mischievous here. I love this. This guy, a mischievous Twitter intern. Can you imagine the art team right now? They're like, you've got to be effing kidding me. All the art we've created, we came up with the name Red and Dead. It's very clever. Even called it the Discount Shed. I guarantee you almost nothing's going to be on discount today. But, and they still send out 042525 underscore spring cleaning. Tobias Spendy, Whale McWhaley person. What's up, dude? How you doing, man? Yo. What's up, Keenan? Brennan. Whaling for 7-star Fan and Tigra. You know, we often start a few minutes early. Playing the HeatlyBros. This is really cool. If you guys can hear the music, let me know. Make sure it's in the background there, not overpowering me and my delightful jokes. But check it out. HeatlyBros linked is in the description. It's a really cool channel. They do like free music, like for anyone to use. You just got to credit them, and it's awesome. I really love it. It kind of reminds me of my early gaming days. Here, I feel bad. I'm gonna actually screenshot this in perpetuity, because I think that needs to be kept. That goes in the Hall of Fame for Twitter intern at Kabam. Spring cleaning sales event 052514 underscore. I realize it's actually the date. It's just more fun to randomly say numbers. 15 million Road to Red Guardian. Is that what the F was that, man? That scared the shit out of me. It was a photo in the background. That had to be funny, man. I got to clip that for later. What's up, MP? How you doing? Justin, what's up, dude? Jason, Renzo. Yo, what's up, dude? Should all begin in 5 minutes. We're going to take a look at this. Let me get one other thing set up. As I realize, I do think a lot of this is going to be on the, what do you call it? The old Kabam store there. The old Kabam store. Let me log into that, because I do believe there'll be a track. And obviously, I want to be able to pull this up for us. We will be taking a look today. Hold on, y'all. Probably not a good idea if I mouth or quietly say my password as I type it in, right? Y'all wouldn't log into my account and play it, would you? If you did, could you do some arena for me? I would really appreciate that. Okay, yeah, actually, dude, the track is up. So let me bring this up. And before we go any farther, as you guys know on the sales days, I do my best to go chat, but it's a lot of folk. We're going to analyze the sale, kind of give opinions and thoughts. The one thing I always want to say, and I say this every time, and I know, I was even I did the Red Guardian video. He is bonkers. He's better than I thought he was going to be. And this is all unawakened because I want to show up because I don't know what's in today's sale. And I was like, I don't care. If I ruin the video, I ruin the video. It's important to me. The game needs money. It doesn't need your money. It doesn't need my money, right? And no champion, nothing is worth the stress of going outside your entertainment budget. Literally nothing is. If watching today's stream will cause you, or you think it might, to go over your preset spending budget, and you shouldn't feel shame spending on a hobby. Ain't no one feel bad buying a pair of golf clubs, right? Or a set of golf clubs, or some new high tops to play basketball. A lot of y'all are probably, what the hell are high tops, right? Ain't no one feel badly about that. Right? I swim. Sometimes I buy swimming stuff. I don't feel badly about it or shame, but I do want to stay within my budget. Make sure you do too. If watching this will cause you to go outside your budget or even temptation to do it, please don't watch this. I know it's weird to hear a YouTuber say, don't watch my video or my live stream, but I mean it for your own health and benefit. If this is make you feel FOMO or something like that, go swimming, go walk with your dog, take your kid out for lunch or your spouse or whatever, call a friend, something like that, and come back and watch some other videos or stuff like that, okay? That's important to me. Wanted to get that said. And let's go ahead and pull this up now. I think I said hi to MP, Brew Crew, Rennie, what's up, dude? Monkey's Item. I know I said hello to Renzo, but I like doing it again. Got the red hat now, man. That's a long time membership. Thank you. Visible Frequency, what's up, dude? Breaking news, passwords is, man, I wouldn't even be smart enough to have my password be password. It would just be like PWD, and the W would be uppercase. I'm like, no one's ever gonna guess it. What's up, Jason? How you doing? All right, let's pull this shit up, because y'all came for that. Where the hell is it, man? Where are you? This event's about to start. Let's not make this stressful on me. Dude, what the F? What the hell? I think that's it. Yeah, baby. I love it when technology works. My kids always are like, why do you always think technology's not going to work? And I was like, well, because back in my day, it rarely did. See, here's the thing. Back in my day, you were never totally sure that it was going to do what it said it was going to do. But nowadays, you know, your iPhone pretty much does what it's supposed to do, as long as it doesn't have any, as long as it doesn't have any bugs. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. What all is in this track? What all is in this, man? A quick reminder, I was looking through the promotional materials in order to create the thumbnail, actually, for today's video. And I believe significantly more pool shields are earnable than we have at right now. I've been doing all my daily super events on this account and on my free to play account, and I have 420. Very clever, Caban. I do like that, actually. Pool shields, and I believe more will be earnable. Quite a few more over the course of this, like Friday to next Friday. That's my understanding. What's up, Kurt? How you doing, baby? So keep that in mind as you go through this event. I know waiting's tough, but good things usually come to those who wait. I don't know. That sounded like a smart thing to say. I'm not sure it's actually true. All right. As you say, we got a 7-star Nexus. That's pretty good. And we will be doing an opening today. Today is, it's going to be my first spending since I think I bought the Cyclops track. I've been super transparent with y'all, told y'all exactly what I was going to do. We're not going to relitigate the boycott stuff. I've talked about it quite a bit on my last few live streams. I'm very comfortable with the idea that I said what I was going to do. Kabam superseded what I had asked for, and I was open to it. And I haven't spent till it's going to be today. I've known this for a few days now, as they continue to tell us more about what they're doing, the AI and all that stuff. All right, so this is going to come with, we've already got 35 7-star 6 zones. There's my boy, Red Guardian. I absolutely love this character. I do think he's going to be fantastic for questing and for obviously battlegrounds. I do not think he's necessary to do well in either, though. Okay. Looks like you're going to start getting some pull shields. What is this? Are we at 11? All right. This is interesting. 7-star Awakening Gem Nexus Crystal. All right. But there's no dupe of my boy, which is fine. I actually did the video today of him unawakened for that very possibility. All right, we're just going to go to the Be Right Back screen. We will restart the game. And like I said, it's a little tougher to pay attention to the full chat and respond like I normally do. But I'll do my best, especially as we're doing like analysis and stuff like that. The thumbnail for the stream reminded you to do your good, dude. I put that on like my blue sky and everything, just kind of remind everybody, like the super event is bonkers already, like on a daily basis. It's been phenomenal for even my main account. But it's been even, I don't know, even more amazing, whatever words you want to use, adjectives, for my my free to play account as it's progressing. And for those who are like, dude, you're calling us your baby. No, it's a joke. For those who've ever watched Conan O'Brien, he used to use that all the time. I don't know if he still does. I don't watch him too much anymore, but I used to find him absolutely hilarious. Dupe on the web track. Thank you, Adamantium. Dude, you should like put together some spreadsheets or something, man. You always have that information. You're always setting me on the right course. If you could ever like look into spreadsheets or something like that, man, it'd be amazing. That's one of the wizards right there. Speaking of wizards, I hope y'all are enjoying the shirts you bought. I really appreciate that support. I make these because I want to wear them, and then the fact that some people are like interested in buying them, it just always like humbles me and also just amazes me, and I appreciate that. So if we're at a meetup, wear your shirt, man. I don't know, get you a free drink or something. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's see what's available. I'm on my 583 account, which is obviously Valiant. And then we will take a look at my, what is he? He's just under Thronebreaker, the Vega Prime account. So they're saying Red and Dead. Oh man, they're no longer calling it 042595_. That sucks. Let's cut right to it. Special sales event going on. Work away in the fight for Deadpool. Turn free. Okay, so you can earn free pool shields for a low price of getting punched a bunch. Hey, how'd they know I'm married? All right, we want, of course, you do literally. Oops, Deadpool crystals. Man, don't make me do this much reading, man. Don't be clever before the sale. This is how like people end up making mistakes. Like I get it, and it's funny, but it's also not. First ever 7-star appearance at Ultra. I like the fact that they're making it seem like he might be available elsewhere. He's so much fun, man. I would love the idea for him not to be paywalled forever. Okay, looks like we just claimed this. Win 56 fights with Thunderbolts. Okay, we're probably not doing that today. We might. Let's see. What's up, Oscar? Too Extreme, what's up, dude? All right, and so let's check the in-game mail. Yeah, we're not doing the piggy bank today. That's cool. All right. Hope everyone had fun. No, let's see. What is this? How's this work? All right. So there's a track here. I got it. So the web store is a single version of Red Guardian. And then, of course, here's a version in game. 15,000 Titan shards. Kabam, I just don't see, you're not, I know you're trying to entice me to open a Titan today, but I really don't think that's going to happen, man. All right, so here's a bunch of poolies. This is quite a few. There is a chance we may have to do this. I don't want to be wasteful. What is this? Okay, so this is a lot of Titan shards. Interesting that they have 5,000 Titan shards and 5,007 star shards. So that is the same number. That's surprising. Let's see. I just want to see what the second one is. Relics. Okay, I really like relics. Oh, this actually reminds me too. There was an in-game mail, I think it was just a couple days ago, saying that if you increase your title or your progression level during the event, you will have the ability to get the other offers, but you're not going to get more of your pools. So, which is the currency. So keep that in mind if you're considering like trying to jump ahead to the next title or progression before the sale's over. Maybe don't use your pool shields because you're not going to get them back. Essentially, I wouldn't have thought you would, but they did call it out. I think to avoid that confusion. Is that it? There's got to be a store as well, right? An associated store. Is there not? Do you do all your purchasing? What am I missing? I'm obviously missing this. Something. Is this all on the web store? In discount shed. Scroll down. Thank you. The old eyes, man. Not all the old eyes. Not wearing my bifocals today. All right. So Wade Wilson's wallet. Which will come with the units. Let's see what's in this crystal as we're providing advice for you. Okay, so like, again, I'm going to analyze this as we do. I do my deal grades on my Blue Sky. I do put them up on my Discord server. My Discord server is really for like my channel members and what's going to be my newly formed alliance mates. And then obviously Illuminati. So it's quite a bit more private there. but I will put it on Blue Sky as well. You know, like if this is in your wheelhouse and you're buying units anyway, which I almost never suggest unless it's like a sale like this. I mean, dude, that's all RNG, you know, like, and you're getting a 6-star. This is for Valiant. Yeah, this is definitely a, hey, you're buying think of these as more like throw-ins for something that you're wanting to purchase otherwise, right? This is like the second scoop of ice cream. This isn't the cake itself. Which is how the sale, I think, is supposed to be. Like, this is not supposed to be outrageous value. It's this sale in combination with the Heart of Fire. Okay, so this is a significant amount of the pool shields. This one's up to 1.27. This one's 5.8. Please don't make me buy a piggy bank. They obviously don't make you do anything. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's just to get Deadpool. Any bundles come with the plumes? I don't think let's not, don't confuse. I'm easily confused. I think the plumes are for Lumitrix, I think, or Phoenix. You get Onslaught? What? Y'all screwing with me? All right, what is this? So this is where you now spend your, this is now where you spend your stuff. Okay, let's take a look at this. All right, we're gonna take a look at these bundles, y'all. I think we're all pretty familiar with the setup, right? You purchase the things you've got. And, there's a lot for sale. Holy crap, this is gonna take a bit. I am going to join call in case someone who's able to join calls is around and would like to. Because I think this would be a good one to have other opinions on. I think we're all going to see this a little differently, point things out to each other. So we'll see if someone's able to join the call. There's a few people who have those permissions. If they can't, they can't. That's fine. You think you're just gonna save your money for so? But here's the thing, Spider-Geddon, and I think this is especially if you weren't around for the Omega Days event last year, or if maybe you just weren't interested in it. These I think are very good to look at together, because our understanding, and I do believe Crash on the live stream said that the event will be similar to last year's. And last year you spent units on those crystals, being the Omega Days. And so I believe you're going to spend units on the Heart of Fire crystals. Now that crystal it's honestly better than I think Kabam should have done, but they make the game, not me. So I'm going to try to have some trust and faith in them. I love that they're showing the bravado and the confidence in it. So I'm excited that way. But that crystal is so outrageously good that basically you buy units here. They come along with these pool shields. You use the pool shields to get these items, and then the units you've accumulated from buying them, you use on the Heart of Fire. So like, if you're saving money, I'd hate to be wrong, man, but I think if you're thinking about spending money, because that's fun and it fits your budget, you spend it on this. You then get these items, and then you use the pool shields on the Heart of Fire. You guys let me know if that's not coming through. Okay, so there's just 2,000. Let's start at the bottom, make our way up. I think this is obviously for, like, you know, if you're, this one is, you know, I don't know. I'm not if you got a chance at 7 stars, go for the 7 stars, I think is the way to do it now. We've been talking about that on the best champions to rank up and non-7 stars. What is this? Choose between 7-star Glorious Guardian Champion Selector, 7-star Launch Pool Selector, or 7-star 2020. Holy crap. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at what this is. This is what you all have been talking about. 7-star limited edition. So this is those Glorious Guardians, Diablo, Adam Warlock, Shocker, Jesus, Professor X, Angela. A lot of people like Angela. I'm not as big a fan. Captain America Infinity War, Hulkbuster. Is there just a way to see what's in there, or do you have to Namor's pretty good too. Ronan's all right. Allison, if you're listening, see, I said Ronan's all right. Black Cat. Okay, this is nice. If you've been missing on these champions through the incursions or the loyalty crystal, and you really want them, here's a way to go. I don't know if this is how I'm probably not going to be spending 1,250,000 of my pull sheds on this unless it just somehow, Punisher 29. Maybe check everything I literally just said. Might be getting pun 29.9. Let's see. Looks like an eye. Oh yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you, I appreciate it. Jesus, this is a lot to analyze here. Adam Warlock is obviously a phenomenal champion, tough to use. Shocker is great. Professor X is great, just not good in battlegrounds. Angela's great. These are all good champions, man. If you have a specific question about one, we can try to get to it. 129, the reason you saw the excitement for me is I do think he's a very good dual threat in battlegrounds. I would want him awakened. I have him a single time. I do really want a Magneto House of X though. And my roster might be moving not beyond pun 2099, but with what's going on in tech right now, I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at these. So this is for 500,000. I really do like my relics. I think you got to be really wanting relics though for this one. For 500,000. We'll basically all go buy all the deals. We'll see like how many pulleys or whatever it is that gets you. Okay. You're finally gonna get Mojo. Mojo's great. What's up, Mr. B? You could get another rank 4 from the store alone. I think they said there'd be enough tier 7 basic for a single one. Yeah. This is intriguing to me, but it's RNG. Even though it's a Nexus, remember, look at the current Titan and look at how many champions are misses for you. Okay. Yeah, here's the big one. So you can buy this 4 times. The fact that this has the guaranteed assets, I think if you're spending, you're getting the pulleys. I think this is shouting out to me. This is the one to prioritize. We'll take a look at the rest of them, but if there's something better than this, I will be shocked. Okay. Forget everything I just said. I am shocked. Because this is all guaranteed assets. There's no RNG in this whatsoever. And you're getting more tier 7 basic. I think that I will very much prioritize this. And probably go back to the other one, but maybe I should shut my yap before I make any more proclamations. This is damn nice too, and it comes with those 6 stones. A lot of those Heart of Fire champions, they don't need 6200, but you're gonna want them. And if you're like me, where you haven't been buying 6 stone offers, and now all of a sudden you got all these champs you want to throw 6 stones into, this looks damn good too. I think this is the filler. This is like how you're filling things out. This one's intriguing as well. Because again, guaranteed assets. Guaranteed. There's no RNG in that. It's RNG in the crystal. Like you may not get the awakening class you want, but you're going to get a class. Is there more? I think there's more tier 7 basic available today than I had thought there was going to be. All right, Chop, thank you. I'll go back and look at it. How much tier 7 basic is there today? Why is that one so expensive? It's because of the tier 7 basic in it. This is the exciting one, but I will be staying away from it as a priority. It won't be a priority for me. Again, you guys get it. It's RNG versus guaranteed. Okay. They said you could get 4 whole cats. All right. So that's probably adding up to about 4. DL's spreadsheet shows 6 max, 6 tier 4 basic, which is, I think, more. I thought I remembered hearing 4 as well. Astora, to kind of answer your question and give that analysis, because I think that's something that everyone's interested in, is if you're newly Valiant and you can get some of these, it's within your budget, I think still prioritize the tier 7 basic. Because that's what's going to give you the ability to rank up those champions to the highest rank possible in the game. And I think that's ultimately what's going to like guaranteed make a meaningful difference. I know it's tempting to get the Titans and the 7 stars, and you'll probably see me get some. I haven't obviously fully analyzed like what exactly I'm going to get along the way to hit the various milestones that I want to hit. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, you should have fun, but RNG is just as likely to lead to disappointment as it is to elation. Where the tier 7 basics, right, or the tier 3 alphas, or I guess it's tier 4, those are the super premium items that you're like, hey, look, I've got Venom, I want to rank him up. So no matter where you're at, I would always prioritize the guaranteed assets that are going to help you get to where you want to go, not have a chance to have you be excited. That's like my logical advice. There's a free gift in the store. What's up, Justin? Is there a link to DLC? I do not have one. Is he streaming right now? He might be streaming. Again, I always want the best for y'all. So like if he's streaming and you want to get that spreadsheet, go get it. Go say hi and download it. If you want to come back, come back. If you want to stay there, stay there. That's all good. So here is y'all. Medusa is wild. Sentinel is. Okay, listen, I never encourage people to spend on this game, ever. If you are going to spend and you want to make a massive jump in like competitiveness, because I think that's ultimately where it matters. Like story questing, dude, I've had so much fun going through 9.2. I've had so much fun doing it. And my roster helped, but there was never like, I have to have this champion. If you're looking to make a huge jump, though, up into competitive play or something like that, again, stay within your budget or it's just going to lead to stress. But if you're considering it and you have the means, I think this event feels like a massive, massive shift as far as the availability of champions, the ability to pick the champion you want. That's a big part of it for me, is you could just say, I want to awaken my Sentinel, and you can. It's not, hey, you can get this crystal that he's part of. I'm trying very hard to not oversell this because it is exciting, and it's easy to get caught up in that, and I'm trying very hard not to. Definitely getting the perk suit. Yeah, I mean, her dupe is great. She's got one of those signature abilities that's percentiles, right? We've talked about that on this channel. Like when I see percentiles, as far as like this increases it by this much, that's usually a sign that this is going to be a very powerful signature ability. It's not determinative, but it is suggestive, I think is the term. It's highly suggestive. It came out way more adult than intended. You guys know how much I love Vox. And I'm seeing Vox on this side. Photon's one of the best dual threat champions in the game. So is Werewolf, in my opinion. You guys know I love Morbius. He doesn't hold up in high tier battlegrounds nearly as well. His flow, he can get knocked off what he's doing. You know I love Kushala. Oh my god, Onslaught. Shield was up there. I took her to rank 4. Is there going to be more free ways to get pool shields? My understanding is, let me look at that. I thought we were going to be able to earn like 1.4 million via playing. I am trying to pull up my let me pull up my my Does anyone have that number? Because I made the thumbnail, I covered up a lot of the information. I didn't mean to. I'm not able to find it. I would like to get that information out for you all. Remember, the sale will also be up for 7 days. You don't need to do it all now. I know it's exciting, and like I'm going to do it because like I would like to be entertaining for you all. And again, you know, like I'm gonna make videos on all these champions. I'm gonna get all that money and way more back. So I'm doing this, and I don't suggest doing this. We all love it when people tell us that, right? Do as I say, not as I do. Where the hell is it? Where is... All the way down here? There it is. Okay. Earn 1.57, so 1,570,000 free pool shields to redeem in the store. 600,000 log in during the event to receive a free gift of pool shields. Is that matching what I have? Yeah. No, that's not matching what I have because I had 420,000. Log in during the event to receive a full, maybe it's log into the store. Okay. So you probably have to log into their web store to do that, which we'll do here in a minute. 440,000 fight for the Deadpool amusement solo event. So I think you all said that was win fights with Thunderbolts, which I bought tickets to that movie like the minute I possibly could. I'm so pumped up for it. I'm seeing it Friday. Thursday. I'm so pumped. 420 bonus in the daily event. Okay, I've been doing my super daily event every day. I've been telling people about that. And then 110 web store track free early milestones. Let's check that out. Let's see how that plays out. But Kabam doesn't usually mislead us on this stuff, so I'm confident that's pretty accurate. So for free via playing 1,570,000, which is a significant sum. That's significant. Let me catch up on chat here just for a minute, and then we'll get to it. Okay, Shams, you already got it. Thank you for providing the information. OG Highline, what's up, baby? How you doing? OG Highline, I think the chat answered it, but yeah, those champions are going to be in the heart of Fire Crystal, which is, I feel like it's one big event. They are on different dates and things like that, so they are different technically. Yeah, RX Kid, you know what's interesting about what they're saying is, all right, you guys are feeling it's 1,570,000. Okay, that's what the graphic said. All right, so now let's go ahead and where's the store here? Let's go ahead and check out the store. And I think I'll refresh this. It's got Prowler. Huge congrats, man. You know how I feel about him. Well, now that future Ant-Man's coming and Bastion, but Prowler's in that conversation of best tech champions in the game. I'm very comfortable with that idea. All right, let's go ahead and check this out now. Do you guys remember there was an event? I think it's maybe 2 years ago now. There was a sales event. I feel like it's when like Ascension was relatively new, and it felt like that event made a massive impact in PvP. And then Kabam did work their way back to balancing things out a little bit more. But if you were playing relatively high tier, like even the tier I was playing, like Mysterium, you could feel it. You could feel that, hey, I spent a lot of money and I feel more powerful. Like I feel it from that event. This is kind of feeling that way to me. There's only the ability to rank for one champion though, right? But the accumulation of champions, I think, is it's a significant amount in this one, in my opinion. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this. Here's all, so it's the same things. Free gift. What's this? What did I get? All right, I guess we'll have to log in and see what it is. I'm going to purchase these things, so I will do the be right back screen for a minute. Or you know what? I think I can just take this down, right? Yeah, that's cool. So it doesn't look like I'm gonna go anywhere. I'll purchase this stuff. It feels pretty wild. I was actually watching Lags' video on this morning. I have not purchased something since I think the Cyclops track. Even canceled my sigil, which I'm not sure I'm going to get. Can you all tell me, do you guys get the sigil? In fact, I'd like to do a poll on that. And if you're comfortable telling me if you get it or not, what progression level are you? Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, I see how technically it's a good value, but I don't know. I feel like the best value for me is the ability to making sure I'm not buying the wrong thing here. Cool. For me, the sigil, the best thing about it, it feels like the have the larger stash. Like right now, I'm sitting on a ton of rank up materials because we were aware these events were coming, and I didn't know they were going to go this hard, of course. But I don't want all those to expire. And so we'll see. That might be what actually gets me to go back to getting the sigil. All right. So, and just for anyone, so we can keep our math straight, so you can kind of keep an idea of it all. I am buying every available pool shield unit thing, and a lot of that is because I think I'm going to need all those units for the Heart of Fire sale. Or event, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I'll check the chat real quick. Yes, but I'm Paragon. See, I think that Sigil actually makes a lot of sense for progressing players or like early Valiant. That is weird when I realized it. I love the Sigil. I use the trade up features a lot. I get it, and I am Valiant. What's the promo code? I'm not aware of a promo code. Is there a promo code? I'm not aware of one. Let me check CCP server real fast. I'm realizing I do have a tag. So maybe there is one that went out super late. No, I don't think there is one today. If you all know one, please do share it in the chat for y'all, for everyone. Of course, I'm getting for you to play for life. Yeah, I get that, man. And you're Valiant? Okay. Rook, what's up, dude? I'm so pumped about Ghost being a cool character in the movies now. Hope they do more with her. Yeah, dude, there's a lot about that movie I'm pumped up, and that's also one of them. I'm very much with you on that. Let's bring up the store now. And I'm going to claim all of these. So these are the additional pool shields. I don't see any reason to not just claim them all. Okay, so we're getting a 7-star Nexus and 10 SIGs. Man, I wish they had buffed the Red Deadpool. I really like the gray one, don't get me wrong, X-Force. I still think it's really cool. I really wish it was the red one. And no, not just because I got him. Like, I don't know, whatever. It's not important. Let's focus on the positives today. Okay, getting Red Guardians, just wild. I will obviously rank mine up and get out a video on him as well, but make sure you check out my Unawakened Red Guardian showcase if you are interested in that. It is insane. 7-star Waking Gem Nexus Crystal. Okay. And then 6 stones. So we're done with the store, I believe. Oh, might as well get this stuff, huh? Is there anything like super meaningful in here? I don't want to waste your time with this. And I think that's it. I do like Lumitrix. I'm not going to be spending for this. I did buy a couple daily deals early. So I think I'm at 10. And my Discord server helped me figure out that I will probably get the 12 necessary via Battlegrounds the next few seasons. But I'm not. I tend to spend on the big holiday sales, and that's it nowadays. Which is still a lot. But like I didn't get any of these, and oh, might as well claim it. I mean, I'm not above free stuff. All right, I think that's it for the webpage. And give it time, they'll buff red pool. I hope so, man. You just turned out. Hey, congratulations, Matthew. 7-star Red Guardian, dude. I'm so pumped up, Sync. You know, I like the day that buff went live. I remember being like, why is he not here as a 7-star? Like, well, I don't understand. Why are you doing this to me? And so I am so pumped up. All right, I'm gonna reset my game and let's see what's available. Did I take the free gift? Yes, I did. Thank you for confirming that, though, or helping make sure that I did. So, Anna, is that Animaniac? Is that your name, dude? Is that what you've gone with? And if so, is that the cartoon from like the 90s? I love that cartoon. I was saying that's not what you're doing there. You spent $50 so I could get, oh, it was a gift card. So you could get Photon and okay, that's awesome. That's still a lot of money. But for that, if that's the value that's being presented today, I'm a very happy person. Those are two great champions, tons of fun, help you out in so many different modes. That's awesome, man. Based on the Pokemaniac naming scheme and cartoon from Go. Very cool, very cool. Animaniacs was awesome. My kids love it now. Oh, they do? It holds up well. What's up, Weaponix? How'd you like that draft pick last night, man? Yeah, I thought it was good stuff. All right, so let's just claim all this stuff. Let's see. This is like the free stuff from the store. And then this is what I got for, you know, making purchases in the store. So we'll get through this a little faster. All right, so 26 stones, which will put me up at 55. As you all know, I tend to, and I suggest this, I think it's a good idea. I hold on to my 6 stones until I'm ready to use them in large bunches and get a champion close to where I want to go or where I want to go. It helps prevent regret. I've not done that a few times over my many years playing this game. And very often I find myself being like, shit, I wish I had saved them because I pull someone else or the game evolves or develops or those sorts of things. Aaron from Ohio, yes, and I'm Valiant. Okay. Oh, maybe I should get my sigil again. What's up, Kazuri? How you doing, bud? All right, so we're getting the pull shields and this. That's all. Y'all know how excited I am. All right. So this is now 75 of the 6 stones. 90. Red Deadpool. Are we now up to 100 of these? I just so you guys know, I probably will play my Red Guardian. I will take him to rank 3. And I will probably play him at Sig 20 for a while before I decide what I'm doing at the 6 zones. Partially because he was so amazing unawakened that I want to kind of check it out. See how he holds up against like, I don't know, like a Doom or something. I guess there was no 7-star Doom, but still. And then also I want to see the last champion in the Heart of Fire Crystal and who I pull and if I'm wanting to put 6 zones in them as well. So sorry, we're just watching this, guys. Not much we can do about it. Season Wars for B just dropped. All right, Brennan. I'll get through the opening and then I will form the alliance, dude. That's pretty awesome. This is a good stream. I also do want to log into my Vega Prime account and just kind of take a look at the sale from that perspective as well. All right, we're just hitting buttons. It's a good time to ask questions. Good luck in your. Thank you, Kurt. Are we all sleeping on the gold ISO bundle? Anyone done the math on that one yet? I would imagine, again, that's like that might be something that my free-to-play takes a look at. Honestly, this is exciting gameplay as I'll never do this, so it's fun. See, thanks, Shop. I appreciate you taking that perspective on it, man. What's this? Oh, shoot. Is there a way to not claim this yet? I don't think there is. I can't move on. What even is this? Oh, this is fine. Okay. I thought it was like a champion selector, and I would not want to. Okay, this is what Brennan's talking. Brennan's going to be in. Brennan and I are going to be in the same alliance. He's joining the alliance I'm creating, and I was waiting for this to before I moved out. I really appreciate everyone in Battlegrounds Bully Squad. Thank you for having me and allowing me to take Werewolf into Nightmare raids. Not once, but twice. And I am headed off to see if I can do something on my own, create something. And yeah, I really appreciate my time there. It's a great alliance. It really is. So if you're fortunate enough to be in there, I think you could have a really good time. All right, so we're going to start the kind of like opening phase. We'll do the opening, then we'll go look at my free-to-play. I just don't get the sense there's a lot of lower progression level title people in the chat right now. If there are, they haven't been speaking up, and that's okay. We'll take a look at the sale from that perspective as well. I'll do the opening here. And one of the things I point out, though, I do want to point out before we go any farther, is I had, I think, about 12,000 units, just under 12,000 units via just kind of playing the game and whatever. I'm not going to claim I did a bunch of arena grinding. I didn't. I did a little bit of arena here and there. Mainly to hit super daily events when I didn't have time to do other stuff. I just bought out the store, and I still ended up at 37,500. I believe Crash said that the Heart of Fire sale was going to be about the same as the Omega Days, and I think the Omega Days was just shy of 40,000. I think it was like 38, 39. So this is literally why this potential conundrum, this potential issue, whatever tension you want to call it, was why I was like, I'm not finishing 9.2, or I'm not completing 9.2. Because I do think the 9.2 offer was good, and I'm very interested in it, but I didn't want to end up here, and then having spent it, and then having to buy units for Heart of Fire if I don't want to, right? And because it's a limited time thing, I don't know. So this isn't about me being right. This is more like, listen, if you haven't done 9.2 yet, you may want to hold off for the same reasons, and then like get in the arena or something. I don't know. I thought it was worth pointing out to folks so they can make their own decision. Faith, what's up, dude? You got Jack and Mutant Gem for Jean. Dude, Jean's great, man. Awesome. Remember, she is going to be going to the Titan though, but still, that's awesome. Alberto, are you recruiting? Yeah, you know what? If you guys don't mind hanging out, or what I'll do is I will do a timestamp for the Alliance stuff, because I know not everyone can hang around, man. Timestamp Alliance. I'm making a note for myself. And that way you all can like check it out. That way if you got to go, or you just want to watch someone else, which is totally cool. And then you can come back and check it out too. But the Alliance essentially is going to be, I just said I would do it, but yeah, we have some open spots. It's, even though I haven't officially announced it in any way, shape, or form, we are over 50%, well over 50% full. Cheers from New York. Hey, what's up, BK? How you doing, man? Daily Super Event doesn't have full shields today. What? Was that only for a single week? It may have only been for a single week, man. Yeah, I think that was it, right? Because I had the 420, and I think that's what the graphic said. You're holding off on 9.2 completion just in case, so thank you. Yeah, dude, once I realized, it did take me a day, it took me like a day or two, I think, to really feel good. That's why the video came out a little late. I did feel badly about that I didn't get out like immediately, but it's honestly something that didn't occur to me until like 36 hours later, something like that, if I remember. Vega, new Deadpool, Weapon Export, or new Medusa. I would personally go Medusa. I see how powerful X-Force is. I really do. And in certain scenarios, he looks like the best champion in the game, and I don't think that's fake. I just think those scenarios don't come up all the time. Meanwhile, Medusa is like solidly one of like the 5 or 6 best cosmic champions in the game, has so much utility, especially if you can get her awakened. Don't go out and do anything crazy to get her awakened, but if you can get her awakened, even just Sig 1, because she gets that true strike when she has her armor shatter up, I believe. So that's why sometimes like in Battlegrounds, you'll see someone, I know I do, I haven't been streaming BGs and I am rusty as it gets, but like even take like Bullseye with a Medusa, it can happen. And see with a good answer there. Onslaught, Dupe, or Kushal. You know what? Actually, let's hold off for a minute and we're going to do some Q&A. We'll do some Q&A because I know a lot of you doing stuff, and then we'll do the opening. Did I notice how the briefings on 30? No, dude, I seriously, and I should have just looked. I just knew I was going to buy out the store because I'm a YouTuber and I had decided I didn't decide I was having fun. I am legitimately having fun. So I was like, I'll just buy out the store because I'm going to participate in Heart and Fire. I'm going to make the videos on it, and I want to try to be entertaining. So take the money, put it back into the channel, sort of thing. So I didn't even look at that. I should have. It's kind of weird. I got to admit that it's a little odd. It went up from 30 to 40. That's weird. It's weird that nothing was said. I imagine it was an accident. I mean, you saw the in-game email said sales event 0425, you know. So they make mistakes, and I think that was. I'm going to assume that was one of them. All right, let's go back to the question at hand. Onslaught, Dupe, or Kushala? I would take the new champion in that one. I like the Dupe on Onslaught. I even like his Sig. A lot of really high-skilled players don't feel it's that meaningful. And I get it. I'm not saying they're wrong. But even with me really liking his Sig and him being as great as he is, I would still go for the new champion, especially in light of it being the greatest content creator, YouTuber, design champion in the history of MCoC. All jokes aside, she's a great champion, and if you didn't know, I got to help design. I got to be part of that. I got to be part of the process. I didn't help design, but I got to be part of the process, and that was awesome. Free to play can get another 110,000 pool shields, but have to claim the daily points on the web store every day. Okay, thanks for sharing that out. We totaled it up, and I think it was on the graphic. Free to play can get like almost like 1.5. I think it was. I will be doing that on my free to play account. I hit the daily super event every single day. Working my way through Act 6, actually Act 5, because the rewards were buffed insanely. So yeah. New Kushala or Dupe Sentinel or Dupe Purgatory. Okay, that one's really tough because I would still go new champion Kushala, William. It doesn't matter how good those are. Kushala is that good and that meaningful and that current, in my opinion. So I'm torn between a new Doom or Sinister or duping Fury or Warlock. Carlos, because you're saying Doom, I'm going to assume that's 6-star, right? It's got to be. Can you confirm for me if you're still around if Sinister and Fury and Warlock are all... they've got to be 6 stars as well, right? Fury's not out as a 7-star yet. I didn't see Sinister in these selectors, so I think those are all 6 stars. Shit, man. I would probably go Doom. They're all phenomenal champions, man. But Doom's... Yeah, I'd probably go Doom. Not going Sinister would be kind of tough for me, I gotta be honest. I think it's between Doom or Sinister. I would take a look at the rest of your roster and your account as far as those classes being Mutant and Mystic are concerned. Fury and Warlock are great too, don't get me wrong. And this is something we'll talk about more on, like, I do the best, basically non-7-star champions to rank. I do the monthly tier list every single month. We're gonna do our 52nd one, and we have the spreadsheet shut up thanks to the wizards for people who are like, I ain't interested in 7-star, I ain't interested in Battlegrounds and War, right? And you can just look at the 6 stars. And I will still be talking about probably Fury and the Heart of Fire champions in a similar way, because yes, technically they're available as 7 stars, but you're going to have had to spend a significant amount of money or units on them. And so they're not just like readily available. They're not in the base crystal. Sinister, I think, has only been available for money. And we have no idea if and when he's ever coming as a basic 7-star. Doom is literally not in anything. So I really go towards them being Doom or Sinister. Yeah. Just a visual bug. Okay, thank you, Alberto. See, I love that, man. I know Alberto from comments, and I think Alberto and I played together for a while too at various stops along the way over the last decade. But like, you may make a comment, oh, this is wrong, and then later come back, oh, you know what? I was mistaken. I make mistakes all the time too, man. I appreciate you saying that, Alberto. Thanks, dude. Justin, there's a solo event that lets you dupe your Red Guardian, but it is expensive. Huh, shocking. We'll take a look at that. Thank you, dude. What's the max pool charts? Don't know yet. I have, here, let me collect this. I bought out the store, so this way y'all can see that. I did buy out the store. That was one of them. Let's just to see quickly so we can all see what you get. Now, I did Super Daily event every single day. So I started this morning with 420,000 of the pool shields, bought out the store on the web store, and that's what I'm at. I have not done the track at all yet. We'll get to that in a minute. We're just doing a little bit of Q&A. I know a lot of people have questions. With Heart of Fire is next week. I don't think it's next week. I think it's actually in like a week and a half is my understanding. We'll see. New Photon. Congratulations, Captain Nemo. Perk doesn't need the dupe at all. That's also true. I think it's a great SIG. She does not need it. Promo code. I don't believe there is one for today. Yeah, 6 stars. Okay, cool. I think I evaluated that from the 6-star perspective. Carlos, if you still have other questions, dude, throw them in there. If we get to them, we get to them. If not, just repeat it. That's not spam. Requirements for the alliance. Sammy, I will leave a timestamp in the description when I form the alliance. I will talk all about it. So if you need to go, you can come back and you can go straight to that timestamp. New Photon dupe. I am trying to speak more quickly because I know people want to get to the opening as well. New Photon dupe, Onslaught, Silk. Oh, shit. So Photon's dupe's so good because, again, y'all are naming great champions, and that's great. I think that shows how what I've been saying is this to me feels like a great way of catching up on champions in MCoC with what they, and it's guaranteed, which I love. It's not like you could pull Photon or, you know, yeah, I mean, you can't insult the champion anymore because everyone out there likes someone, you know, who's someone that everyone agrees is just fantastic. You guys tell me because I need a new champion to cap on. But Onslaught's literally, I think, still arguably the best mutant, and Silk is redonkulous. So I would think go for the new champion on there too. Either Onslaught or Silk, probably Onslaught, but man, Silk is so eye-popping. We were 4 BGs. That's what I thought, Alberto. Yeah. Decade? We really have been playing this game for a decade? Yeah, man, I have. Everyone playing with Alberto, including me? Been years, though. Yeah, Alberto's good people, man. What's up, Aaron? It's $400 in the web store to get Red Guardian, so it seems like that's the cheapest way to get them, right? Since event in game cards you spent, I would think so, man. But here's the thing, like I said in my video today, ain't no champion worth like going over your budget. If you already came in today being like 400, you know what, man? I wouldn't bet. My neighbor doesn't bat an eye spending 2,000 on a new set of golf clubs. I don't golf, so I don't know exactly how much they cost. I know it's an expensive ass hobby. I have friends who golf and they tell me about how much money they spend. They're like, yeah, but I got to play at such and such course. And I was like, oh, did you get to spend the night and bring your whole family? You spent like $5,000. Like, what the hell did they do at that golf course, man? Like, the jokes I want to make, I'm not allowed to make on YouTube. Be like, what did they do to you at this golf course that it was worth that? But hey, people feel no shame in that because they shouldn't. So if you got it, man, have no shame, have fun. But again, no champion's worth it. So don't stress yourself out. Or I'll probably try to stop doing that PSA because I know eventually people get tired of hearing it. Heart of Fire is May. Thank you, Z. You're on your birthday. Hell yeah, man. My video hit an ad right before you said the amount. Sorry, dude. How many units were needed for the Mega? I think it's going to be about 39,000. I was told by an extremely helpful person it was in CCP servers. I don't feel totally comfortable saying who they were. I don't think they would mind, but just on the off shot. I believe they told me that last year Mega Days was 36,900. I don't believe that. I know it. I took a screenshot for that very reason. That doesn't guarantee that's what it's going to be this year, though. That's where this all gets so tricky. Groot. Yeah, I feel like Groot, Iron Fist. Nagase is loving his Iron Fist lately, man. I don't know. Groot. Okay, Oscar. All right, Chrisuri. Let's keep moving through. Is new Onslaught still worth it? I'm Valiant with an R4 and a few R3s. Yeah, dude. Onslaught is felt so far ahead of the game when he came out. You know, like if you think about the analogy of like they're on the back 9 of their career, like you hear me use that for like Fury and stuff. Fury's like on like hole 9. Onslaught's still like on hole 2, man. He is so far ahead of where of where Mutant and that class relationships were, that he is, you do. Honestly, if you can come back here in a year, if next year at this time you come back and be like, hey, Vega, you told me to come back and slap you upside the head if Onslaught was not like one of the best champions in the game still, and then you come back in a year. I guarantee it. It's as sure of anything in this game as I could possibly be. Silk, Photon, or Kushala? I think Photon, man. She's got, that's a tough one. We have them rated all in the same tier, man. And in Battlegrounds, I think they're all either 9s or 10s in our rating tier list. I'd go with which one you need more. Mystic has had such a massive jump lately. You probably don't need Kushala. Photon has so much utility in there. Her damage is the lowest of all those champions. Her damage ceiling, but she has so goddamn much utility. She's a phenomenal champion. Kushala can't block unblockable attacks though, so she's got a lot of utility too. Deadpool Expert Onslaught. I'm gonna try to get a little more quick on this. Thank you, William, for doing the math. OG Hatton spent 1,000 on clubs yesterday. There you go. You got it, Weapon X. What's up, Just Thanos? I think at the PSA we're saying with every event, sometimes people need. Yeah, man. And I'm not like, I just want to make clear, I'm not like admonishing anyone, but I appreciate you backing me up on this one, Kazuri. Crossbow's still worth it. Rank 3 at 660. Yes, absolutely. Definitely appreciate PCAs. I am locked. How do you get the 1.75? It was on a graphic. I think it was on Kabam's Twitter. I realize it means you need to be on Twitter. I apologize, I can't share it right now. MSC. Oh shoot. I don't mean to be spoiling a potential video of his. So let's get off that screen. Thank you for letting me know. Is there a second part to the answer? I'm not seeing how you can get the 50 million even with buying the deals. Yes, there is. We're going to get to that in a second here. I want to get through the Q&A. Kushala does work? Absolutely. Does Medusa need high sig? No. Need is a strong word, yeah. Medusa, Photon, Deadpool, X-Force. Medusa or Photon. The reason why you keep hearing me go Photon in these, even though we have them all rated in the same tier, these are all tier above all champions. Although Deadpool X-Force, and we've talked about this in the videos, is probably moving to the second tier. We feel like we have a better idea on like what he does and why he looks so great in certain scenarios versus others. So he's going to probably move to the top of the second tier. Well, I say that. I literally know. I have the spreadsheets done. I just have to record the video. So I was like, I think he might. No, I effing know he is. But he's still amazing. Medusa and Photon. The reason why you keep hearing me go back to Photon is because her utility is so strong and it's very unique in her class, right? Like the parry non-contact attacks. The mediums can't miss when she gets into her mode. None of her attacks can miss. She's immune to neutralize if once awakened. And then if you enjoy Battlegrounds, she's one of the best dual threat champions in the game. Thanks for subscribing, Jose. Jose Antonio. I think I did the accent pretty well. I'm not great with Spanish, man. And you're like, that's cool, man. My name's not Jose. But thanks for being here, bud. Do you think when the sales is coming out, assuming you buy all the double track, whenever the track ends, man, like I said, today was my first purchase since that. I feel like that was like 2 months ago. So I've literally like kind of forget this about Cyclops, to be honest. Medusa or Photon because she's in basic. Oh shit, donut. Thank you for saying that. It doesn't undo everything I just said. And I don't think Medusa is a must-have, but I do think that's an incredibly smart point. Thank you, Donut. What's up, Messiah? How you doing? JJ, what's up? All right. We got an opening to get to, y'all. I think what we've got here... for those of you who can't stick around, you want to see the opening, you want to stick around, I will almost definitely edit this out together and put it into a video that'll come out tomorrow morning. And then, of course, the various spreadsheets, like the best champions in the game, general tier list, the BG's tier list, and the best relics, which we've been working to update with all the new champions and all that stuff, too. So we're going to go ahead and there should be an event here. I have made absolutely no progress in it. How do you get points? Okay, so I got to spend my shields. Oh, all right. And then what about the other one? This is the fighting, which I am hoping to not need to do today, but we will see. I'm going to take 1 second, if you all can excuse me. Luigi's, yes, the boycotts actually went phenomenally. I asked for 2 things. Kabam did them in a matter of 5 days, which impressed the hell out of me. I was very excited and said, I might spend. They've done nothing but do phenomenal updates with fun things to do in the game, and also said they were updating the AI in a way that was even more transparent than even I was comfortable with. And they've let us know about a massive, massive update to the Battlegrounds scoring. What else you want, man? Like, or did you just want to kill the game? So y'all can stop. Like, I don't know. I really don't know what tree y'all are barking up, but it seems like you just want to bash your head against the tree. If you hate the game, don't play it, man. Like, that's like life advice. This isn't a job. This isn't healthcare. This isn't like taking care of your kids. Don't treat it with that level of like importance in your life. Don't let the game control you, because it obviously is. And you shouldn't let that happen, man. Quit the game, go do other things. Luigi, one of the things I learned a long time ago is when people just want to make shit up and argue about it, there's nothing you can do. So you say what you want to say, have fun. That doesn't make it true. That's it. All right, enough of that. Let's move on. All right, here we go. What did we say? I want to focus on the tier 7 basic stuff. The champion selectors, because my account is like, it's nowhere near as big as the massive whales. It hasn't been for a long time because, again, I just go for the big sales now. But it is absurdly mature, right? It's a ridiculous account. So these single selectors aren't a big deal for me, even though I want Pun 2099, right? I don't think, in fact, let me confirm, there's not a single 7-star right now left that I could get here now that I badly want. Let me make sure, in case there's someone I'm forgetting, because then I would consider this. See, like, I've even got Sentinel. He's not awakened. I don't like Sentinel, but man, I see how powerful he is. There's no way Arcade, Zola, or Bastion is available in there. Gallon's not available. Gentle's not available. Jean Grey's not available. Namor gives me a little bit of temptation, but I don't see myself wanting to take him to SIG 200. I don't think NTW or Rintra is in there. So these are all like new champions that are just from me not opening champion crystals at all. I don't open even a single one. I save my units. For a variety of reasons. One is I know me. I know if I open one, I'm going to open them until I get them. And so I just avoid that problem altogether by not opening any. And my Titan luck's been really bad, and I'm now saving my Titans. So, yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and go back to this. So I'm not going to go for Magneto X, Venompool. Yeah, so as much as I would like Magneto X, because he's so good, he's so valuable, he's so great to take along in quests. I feel like Mutant has evolved a lot, right? There's a lot of champions that have like his pre-fight almost in their kit. Like one of my favorite Mutant champions, and she's incredibly powerful, is Dust. And like, I don't even know how she would interact with that. Like she gets around it in a very different, unique way, which I love. So like, yeah, and Luigi, because I respond to you, I'm going to finish this off because I see you're trying to be. You're not trying to be nice. You are being nice. No, man, you're not. Adore, you're not killing my fun. It's just there's so many like negative, very strong, hateful remarks that were not based in fact in any way, shape, or form. And I'm aware. I saw it was actually almost flattering to see like full videos just made about me. I was like, this is like flattering that someone would do this, take the time to do this. The one downside was like, you either obviously didn't watch my videos or you're purposely misconstruing them for like your own purposes, which I get is how the internet works. And so I shouldn't have even said your name. Now, in hindsight, I think that was a mistake on my part, because this wasn't so much counter to you. It was more just like, dude, I get it. I get it. Like, I do. So we're all good, man. That's why, I don't know if you noticed, you can still type and chat. I'm not banning you. I'm not meeting you or any of that stuff. People can come in here and say things that are counter to what I'm saying. I ain't that sensitive, man. I ain't that sensitive. All right. I did have a diss video. It got pointed out to me, and I watched it, and it was like, I will admit, like, as a human, like, I have a full-time job. I do this for fun, right? You guys talk about it. Like, if I took my hourly wage, I am losing massive amounts of money. Even though my channel makes money and makes way more than I spend on the game, if I took my hourly wage for work, I am losing significant money. But I have fun. Just like no shame in spending money on golf clubs, no shame in having a good time with you all, right? So I will admit, like, the first 30 seconds, I was like, this fucking asshole, man. And he's just totally lying out his ass. And then as it went on, though, I was like, wait a minute. This whole video is about me. That is wild. Like, my wife was like, you gotta check that ego, man. I'm gonna check it for you. You know what I mean? So it was pretty funny shit, man. Hey, K-Dog's here. What's up, dude? I never received my check for defending your honor, sir. It's in the mail. It's in the mail. All right. Everyone's like, will you just fucking open up some stuff, man? All right, here we go. Finally. It's that time. How many of these things do we have, dude? All right, we got 16 million. I'm just gonna get all of the tier 7 basic. I can't imagine that I don't spend enough, or that I don't have enough pulleys to not get these. Although I see that total is now 5 million. But this tier 7 basic is, I meant what I said. I am going to fully focus on taking the account I have to the highest level in the game, the highest power level. One, because it'll be fun when I do play various modes. And two, I get it. I like watching YouTube too. So I'm not blaming y'all. I'm just stating a fact. If I put out rank 2 White Tigers, really great. People like, if I put out rank 4 White Tiger is great. People are like, oh, really? You know? So if you ever wonder why YouTubers do this, here's why. or here's part of why. Anyway, here's part of why. I remember learning that lesson pretty early on because it was before I was in the CCP, well before. And a lot of people, I thought it made sense, because they're like, knowing that you actually took them on your live account to this makes this feel even more meaningful. I was like, okay, I get it. Vega is fun, period. Jinx are just fun. Thanks, old man. Easy. How you doing? OG Highline still here. All right. Shoot. Hopefully I'm not going too insane on this. No. All right. So we're still good. Here's the real crazy part is I don't know who I want to rank for. I legitimately do not know. I'm exactly the same as you all, where it's like, I have all these amazing options and I don't know how to choose between them, because they're all great. They're all good in a variety of modes that I enjoy. They're all the best in their class. Like, they're all, when I did the best champions to rank 4, which, shoot, I hope it's not out of date now, because this is before we knew about Red Guardian. This is before we knew about any of the Heart of Fire crystals champions. No, it's not out of date. I might watch it again to check it. I remember trying to set it up, the formatting, so that it was like not evergreen, but it was going to at least be like current as far as like how to analyze all that for a long period of time. It had to do with like the modes you enjoy, champions you're happy to invest in, as far as like signature levels and things like that you wouldn't like then later regret should you invested in Onslaught Sig. This is literally me. I invested in Onslaught Sig, and then I pulled Dazzler. I didn't even know Dazzler was coming to the game. But then she had like that track, and I thought she was so fun. And I did kind of regret putting the Sigs into Onslaught, even though I think he's worthy. So just trying to help people avoid those scenarios. All right, so we still have 475. I believe I have bought out, no, I've not bought out all the tier 7 basic. Okay, so there's that one. That's coming with some RNG, so I'm not quite as intrigued by it. That's all RNG. Not that it's bad, but that's just not what I want. That's not what I advise doing. Awakening Gem Crystal is still RNG, and the 7-star Charge thing. I'm not necessarily ignoring chat, guys. It's just I did a lot of Q&A, and I did say I would do the opening and all that afterwards. This is 4 rank 4s and the 7 stars. Holy... No, I'm sorry. This is 4 rank 3s. For anyone listening, not watching, this is 4 rank 3s. This is not 4 rank 4s. I misspoke. Okay, but I think I've got all of the tier 7 basic now, right? Except for offer 1. And then this one appeared to be the most interesting for me and my account. Guaranteed assets, make my account stronger, make more videos, that sort of thing. Dude, Messiah, that's justice for K-Dog? Dude, thank you very much, Messiah, for the dono. I always appreciate all support, man. Percentage, just a percent, 100%. So we got Messiah up on the board. Huge thank you, man. Just happy to be here. I'm happy you're here too, K-Dog. I'll take this one question because I saw it, and it's almost impossible for me to see a question how to answer it. If I don't have good mutant, should I probably just to get the 7-star? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't over the rank up materials. Onslaught is in the basic crystal, so eventually, just you don't know when. If you're not feeling like that it's really hurting you and whatever you're enjoying to not have him, and you're choosing between Onslaught and like the tier 7 basic, I don't know, man. I still think I would go towards a tier 7 basic, but I definitely don't think that's quote unquote wrong to get Onslaught. He's that good, and the basic crystal is getting bigger and bigger. So the chances of pulling him are obviously getting smaller and smaller. That's the last day of my son's been great reasons why I get to hang out for a bit. Nice, BK. All right, dude. I think now is when we go back and we check the this, because I think we're gonna get pool. I know I'm gonna misspeak saying pool shed or pool shield at some point. Like bad words are going to come out of my mouth, and it's not intentional. From misspeaking. Like I just think there's so many ways to mispronounce pool shield that it's gonna provide some comedy at some point. So far so good. I don't think I've said anything that I'm worried I will say. All right. And then we need to get to 11,400,000. Even though my video today on him literally was unawakened because I didn't know what was available. I think it was a significant amount of money being spent to get him at all, and then much less awakened. I do eventually want him awakened because I just love that champion, and it will make him better as I send the video. Big Germ, what's up, dude? Do you still have your Discord channel? You know, I'll talk about that a little bit when I do the Alliance stuff too. If you don't have time to stick around, come back. There'll be a timestamp for like Alliance talk or my new Alliance or something like that. Okay, you can check that out. Y'all are making me announce. All right, it says mispronounced Whopper. It's a Freudian slip. All right, now I think we go back. No. Yeah, I want to be smart about this. Let's go back and get, how many pool shields do we have? Okay, so I think although rank 4 is like the creme de la creme now, I think because of the Sig Stones and rank 3s are like, let's not act like rank 3s are not outrageously powerful. They are. So I'm going to prioritize this. That feels insane to me that I just picked up 4 rank 3s. I think the repercussions of the sale are going to be felt for quite a while. I think this is similar to the sale a couple years ago. I don't remember how strong that sale was, but I remember it was strong. And I remember it took Kabam a while to balance stuff out. This is feeling very strong to me, especially when you include it with the Heart of Fire crystal. What do you all think on this one? They're going to be felt in BGs? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Mr. Belding. Like, I think BGs is really going to feel this. like. Okay. I'll think that through more. I'm really curious what you guys think, because you guys are going to have a lot of good points that I'm just not thinking of yet. Guy on lead, so you can do 24 rank 3 say afterwards. Okay. All right. And then this is the other tier 7 basic, right? Is this. I still have pool shield. Shit, I still have pool shields. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's get over it. I still have them left over. And I still have the ones I'm going to get from just playing the game. This is crazy, dude. How many do I have left over? I still have 1.3? That's a good point, Sammy. And I've read, I will admit, again, it was more private, so I didn't feel comfortable sharing it. And I can't share their names, so I apologize for that. But I'm sure, I hope you guys respect why I'm respecting their privacy. That has been brought up a few times to me privately in different chats, that like, look, they updated the Battlegrounds rewards and significant upgrade. And they upgraded like even the scaling and where you can finish placement. So like, this isn't shocking in that way. You have said shit, but you haven't said shield shit. I know. That's what made me laugh out loud on that one. I think the Awakened Gem Shard is a good deal. Thank you, Aaron. That's like it's like the oldest thing in the book, right? Like, we all forget to like something or pay a compliment or whatever, but if we don't like something, we are so, and me included, are so fast to be like, I did not like that, you know? I don't know, it's just something about the way I think we work as people. It's really funny. So I appreciate the reminder. I'm trying to get better about politely reminding people to like stuff. Okay, I think we now go and open the crystals to try to make a more informed decision. Let's do it. I don't even know what we got today. I mean, I guess we'll open this. Might as well pop them. I'm not interested in like elongating things, so we'll pop stuff that's not super meaningful, or we don't think is going to be meaningful, like that. Guarantees a 7-star champion of your preferred class. I get 4 of them? When the hell did that happen? That's absurd. Was that in one of the pool shield deals? Web sword track? The 7-star awakening gem is a Nexus. Holy crap balls, man. This was a big ass sale. Does anyone disagree with that? Is a Heart of Fire event definitely spending? I like with 99.9%. If it's not that, I think Cabounce is gonna have a lot of questions to answer, and I will be in front of the line. I will form the line. I will be like, get behind me in line. I am taking this one, and I am very upset because like literally everything has been. They haven't flat out said it, I don't think, but it has been like, yeah, basically yes. Who should I pick 6-star? North Star, Kingpin, or Shang-Chi? Kingpin. All right, we're gonna pop them. Pop them like they're hot. Yeah. All right, here we go. These are pretty crystals, man. Hyperion from my boy DLL. Yeah, they're all 5 stars. He was a master Hyperion, probably still is, master Hyperion player. I guess we'll take the 6 on Dust. I love Dust. I think that's my boy Rye loves Dust. Is it Rye? Yeah. I'm sure he does. He's a smart player. Spider Glen for Mr. Karate Mike. Gotta be Venom Pool from my boy Campo. Gotta be Ghost Rider for a guy named Zoli. I played this game with like 8 years ago. Hope Zoli's doing well. I thought that was 7-star Gamora, so we're taking her because I was easily confused. Sandman for Egatron. Negasonic Teenage Warrior, because I like mispronouncing her name. Are there only 5 and 6 stars in this crystal? Is that how this works? Immortal Abomination, because he snuck in to the Heart of Fire crystal while no one was watching. We'll do the 6-star Nexus, but I won't open that on stream. Valiant Nexus are like exchange. Yeah, exactly, dude. This is why, I mean, this is why I don't, this is one of the many reasons why I don't spend my money on these things, unless they're part of a sale or something. Mr. Negative for MP Blaze. This is why this opening video always takes forever to edit too, because I'm just gonna edit all this shit out. Like, unless something crazy happens. I guess the new Dazzler. I keep getting confused, thinking those are 7 stars. That is a 7-star for my boy Campo. He put out a really cool video trying to figure out his next rank 4. Went out to members yesterday and went live to everyone today. The 6-star Nexus Heroes, that's cool. Get some 7-star shards. I mean, this was like throw-in, you know? Like, I'm not upset. You don't get this thinking that good things are gonna happen. Got Crossbones and Prowler today? Dude. Congrats, Faith. You can't do that. You can't edit that. You're doing homie shout out. That's true, Boris. That's true. That's true. That's a good point. I will admit I dropped my enthusiasm level quite a bit because I was like, I'm just going to edit this. All right. New Medusa or Kushala. You know what? Shoot, I forgot their name. They made a really good point because is that Medusa's not in the basic crystal, so probably go her. I think Kushala is an amazing champion though, and she's really unique in that class. So I don't think you can really go wrong. Let's see what's in these. I don't think there's anything meaningful in these. Yeah, so we're not going to open that. I think this is the same thing. I don't think there's anything meaningful in these. Like there's not, like you can't, let's make sure you can't get units. Yeah, okay. So let's back out. Again, just looking for anything meaningful. I think there was a couple like awakening gems and stuff, if I remember correctly. I'll try to get through this quickly for everyone. There was 2 crystals higher up on this page, and I remember thinking that I wanted to come back to them after we've done this. So let's go ahead and finish this off. The Titans, I am holding. I am fully holding. That turnover just looks ridiculous. And I'll be pretty okay if I never pull Black Widow Deadly Origin from a Titan Crystal again. I will not be upset. Looks like we could open 3 7-star crystals if I open a couple of these. So let's open up a couple of these, and then we'll open up the 7 stars. This event is cool, but it's not very exciting since we got to wait a week until... Yeah, with the fact that the Heart of Fire is definitely a combination with this. Here's the thing, MP, because I think you probably just got here, is this sale is way more powerful for an account than I thought it was going to be. I feel like we were saying for a while here, this feels like the ramifications of this are going to be felt in Battlegrounds like starting tomorrow, like starting today. This is a significant amount of rank up materials. It feels like I haven't been able to fully analyze it from that standpoint yet. And champion acquisition. For you to be able to like pinpoint, I want this champion, which I really like. I like that players and summoners can say like, I want this champion. I'm willing to spend, like someone in here earlier was saying they spent $50 and they got 2 amazing, they got like Deadpool X-Force and someone else that was incredible. And so like, as a fan of the game and wanting people to have fun, I was like, huge W, Kabam. That's awesome. On the other side, I'm like, oh, Battlegrounds, you know, like, I don't know. I'm curious, like a player who's actively like in the like could possibly get C1. How are you feeling? Hey, what's up? Karate Mike, what's up, dude? How you doing, babe? This sale, man. I love it. I love the fortitude y'all are showing, man. I really love it. I've been saying it in videos for a bit. All right, so let's open up our 7-star crystals. They're in here somewhere, I swear. I promise. So we got 3 of these we can open up. Yesterday we pulled a brand new Patriot, which I was pretty pumped up on. I do think he's good. We have him accurately rated in the tier list, and then he's obviously getting buffed too. So pumped up for that. Basically, we are hoping to like awaken champions. There's probably a few I don't have that I always forget about, and we want SIGs on some of those amazing champions. You all know that, though. You all know that. So let's get them. Let's get them. Iron Man would be phenomenal. Diablo, not as exciting to me, but he is potentially even a better champion than Iron Man. He's a phenomenal champion. The SIG's really good for him. I think I'm gonna have him pretty high SIG. I just really love Iron Man, and not only do I like the character from the MCU, one of my favorite. He's my favorite character for the MCU. Although Red Guardian's giving him a shot. If they kill off Red Guardian in that movie next week, I'm really worried they're going to. I'm going to be very upset. I'm going to be very, very upset. All right. And no, I haven't seen a leak or anything. He's old, you know. It's like me. People are like, oh, you're over 45? Why are you even still alive, man? You serve on any sort of purpose? So I just have a feeling, I just have a feeling. I just have this bad feeling in my stomach. Gee. All right, that's awesome. When you can get 6 on one of your rank 4 champions, her SIG actually is really good for the physical damage back. I really like it. I've been using that more and more. It was part of what helped me get through. I don't remember what it was called. I'm not trying to be difficult, but it was the Grandmaster's Gauntlet, like refurbished recently. She took so many fights. She was so great for it. So I'm very excited for that. That's a big win for me, dude. Red Guardian isn't dying, he's confirmed. Yeah, but dude, that's the way Marvel works, man. They could be like, and he's back in the spirit world, you know, or like it's him from a different universe. Like I'm putting no confidence in that. Dude, Photon. Hell yeah. That's like, all right, this is a massive win. Massive win. The chances of pulling these champions is so slim. Like, I think the SIG on her is pretty good. I was putting 6 stones into her for a while. Where's the SIG, dude? Where is it? 120 for Chi and 180 for Photon. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. Queen Latifah, that's a good call, man. All right, I will get back to the chat. I've been promising this opening for a while, and you know me, I get a little chatty. All right, so let's open this. I think I want tech. I think tech is my most wanted. I hate saying it because it's like calling it. It's manifesting it. I want skill the least because I have 2 skills already. I want tech for maybe Sentinel. I have been convinced by my chat, by my channel members, the Illuminati, even my dog is like, you're wrong about Sentinel. That he is very good, and so it might be time for me to let bygones be bygones. That's a lot of skill running. That's fucking skill. God damn it. I have 3 of those now. I have 3. Didn't Karate Mike, this is going back like years. Didn't you have if he's still even here, he might not be. He had a run of I think it was science, and it was 6-star awakening gems, if I remember correctly. I remember having laughing my ass off at a video of his. This is a couple of years ago. Skill and science, yeah. Doc, what's up, dude? Thanks for all the great content. Thanks for all. Do we know how many pool shields can be obtained outside of what you can purchase? Yeah, so we did that earlier in the stream. Thank you for the generous donation. I think I can pull that up relatively quickly, unless someone else is in. Oh, well, okay. Karate Mike already on it. Thanks, Mike. And they put that on the graphic as well, too. So, but I would go with Mike over me trying to remember a graphic. as well. Hopefully you did the daily super event. I did everything I could to like get that out there. I did it on my main account and then also my free to play Prime account too. What's up, Hot Fuzz Red Guardian? Dude, Red Guardian is the truth, man. I that was a video. Again, you guys know I do this for fun. I enjoy doing this. I realized yesterday I had Red Guardian as a 7-star. I had access to him. And I was like, baby, I'm working tonight. And my wife was like, cool, I don't want to hang out with you anyway. So yeah, he's the truth and the way. I love him. I love. He's better than I thought he was going to be. And that was a rank 3 unawakened showcase that I did. Rank 3 unawakened. Modad 7-star onslaught. Hell yeah, dude! And it's all. Is it? Can you confirm this? That it's all free from playing the game? Because someone, I'm sorry, I forgot your name, man. And I know you. You show up in chats and streams. I just got a lot. There's a lot of people here, and they said they spent $50 gift card and they got Deadpool, X-Force, and I think Onslaught, if I remember correctly, or Medusa. And it was like, that is a hell of a value, man. That is like a hell of a value. You talk about entertainment budget. You could go see like maybe 2 movies with that. If it's, and you're not getting popcorn. You're just not getting extra large. But you can get the 2 characters and like have a blast with them in the game for an extremely long period of time. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like, don't go above your budget because it's stressful and not fun. But don't feel any shame spending your money on this. People, OG Highline, $1,000 on golf clubs. Doesn't think twice. Think that through. Just use the picky picker selector from the 2003 selector and Onslaught is free. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna continue through with this opening. We are almost done. I'm saving the Titans for basically for Blackwater Deadly Origin to leave. The fact that a bunch of amazing champions are coming at the same time. She is leaving, right? I have myself convinced that she's leaving. All right, so we've got the. I think we do this one first. Let's do this. I pop Nexuses because it's fun for me. I don't know why. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Sid 120 spot. No, just kidding. Definitely Punisher 2099. I will be using one of the 8 jillion rank 3 gems I got today to take him to rank 3. I am so pumped up on this. Host fan, you knew it, baby. You knew it. You were right. You were right. I was wrong. You were right. I was wrong. Hell yeah. Dude. Even mind my 13,000 7-star skill awakening gems anymore. I'm like, sign me up. Sign me up, boss. All right, now what do I do? Do I have a cosmic awakening gem? I don't think I do. Again, remember, I whale on the big sales, make videos, have fun in the modes, and then I save these sorts of materials. Where the shit is it? I save these materials for when I'm certain I want to use them. So that's why I'm sitting on so many. I do not have a cosmic. Okay, so we want. Not that I don't think Immortal Abomination's good. I do think he's very good. I do think he's at least a tier down from the other champions in that crystal. So, not that I don't like, not that I don't think I would use it on him. Let's just put it that way. If I get science, so we still want cosmic or tech, is what we want. Here we go. skill, it would be so funny. You know what? I'm going with Mike. Because Mikey's right. I'm going to be like Mike. Like Mike. There's like one other person who understood the like Mike joke. Okay. I even tried to kind of sing it. All right, man. All right. Who's in the base crystal now? Because that's what this is. Or should I? Do I hold on to those? I think holding on to those would be such a long hold. It is slightly tempting to hold on. No, Zola's not leaving that crystal for forever. None of the champions I want are leaving the Titan for quite a while, I believe. So, and as you're looking at this, remember, I don't wail on crystals at all. I don't remember the last time I did that, but I do go big on the sales events. I mean, who do I want? Maybe you guys shout it out. I'll probably do whatever you guys suggest. Like Mike, you got it, Messiah. All right. Oh, Kazuri got it too. Like Mike. If I could be like Mike. All right. Anyways, no one wants to hear me sing. Someone say a class. Papa Luke? I've got him awakened too, man. I love Luke. I guess not skill is the idea. I've got plenty of the... So I guess Mystic to... Is Hood in the basic crystal now? You know, Hood's in the basic. I think... Oh, dude, I should use one more, man. You're right. Oh, NTW. Thank you. That we're gonna go. Old Man Easy's and Hood isn't. Okay, so we're gonna go one at a time. I do want NTW. She's really good. I would love to get. Shit, I do really want Sigs on Hood though. He's so good. And I have so many Mystic champions that I would be happy to have Sigs on. But I think this is one of those like new champion over Sigs, like we've been advising scenarios. So, yeah, I think, wait, what the hell is this? What did I think this was? What is this? I'm doing the dog thing where I'm like confused, head tilt. I thought these were class Nexus crystals. Is that how they work? I'm gonna spin them, even though I don't normally spin Nexus crystals. Oh, got it. Okay. So we'll just do, I guess we'll do at least two, because even if I get her, then I'm going to want her awakened. I remember covering her in CCP and liking her awakened ability. I don't remember what it does or anything like that, but I recall thinking it was something I would want. So we'll now go open these. Where is it? Where is it? All right. Yeah, and NTW, man. I think that's the big prize. Onslaught would be a heck of a fortuitous miss. I didn't realize White Magneto's in here. I would really like him. He's not what he wouldn't make me go get that crystal. We've talked about that, or that selector. But I do definitely want him. He's so powerful to bring along with teams and things like that. Okay. Jeff, you know, I'm finishing up this opening, and then I will definitely get back to like Q&A and stuff like that. Okay. So yeah. Okay, these aren't as wild as I thought they were. I thought this was, I don't know why I thought this. I thought there would still be a Nexus crystal, but I get it. The Nexus, I don't understand what the Nexus was, to be honest. They just feel like class selectors. It's probably my fault. I probably read it. Okay, that's still cool. That's still cool. That's still cool. Yeah, I thought these were supposed to be Nexuses, but I guess the Nexus was the class selection portion of it, which still feels weird. I don't know why they wouldn't just be called selector. Obviously, this was not the highlight of why I participated in the sale, though. So I'm not exactly fussed on this in any way, shape, or form. But we'll just go ahead and pick mutant for the other two. Where are they? And I think that concludes the opening. Where is it? There were two left, weren't there? I think they should be next to you pick from. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, Jeff. Like this is the Nexus. And I think if you're used to opening them, I'm just not. I think if you're used to it, you would have known what this meant. Someone who's not, I would have. Honestly, I don't want to make a big deal about it because I don't think it's a big deal. I really don't. I might provide some feedback and just be like, hey, if you guys get around to it, I think this could be worded a little better. But I think it's just as likely that it's very obviously worded, and I was just excited, and it wasn't the highlight of the opening for me. So but I was saving them for kind of last because I thought it would matter, but I don't think it actually does. It'll matter if we pull NTW though. Then it could matter. That'd be fun. I already got him awakened. You guys know I love him. Not that his escalating sig is worthless. It's not. But the initial awakening for me is the big deal with him. It's a selector, not a Nexus. It said Nexus on it though. Whatever. It is what it is. Okay. And I think there's this last one. Let's see. That's pretty funny. That's funny. Had the Nexus symbol on the crystal. Yeah, Oh, Jeff, is this actually the issue you had, dude? I wasn't able to see what had happened. I just saw something about a report in the CCP, and that caught my eye. I want to take it seriously, and so that's why I responded to you. I think that's it. Let me go through everything, but I think that's it. And I say that's it as in, I just want to make sure we're completed. I think that was a lot, and I prioritized the guaranteed rake up assets. So having really anything RNG to open feels like gravy. And I think this is going to be honestly a massive day for my account. Like I don't think I'll necessarily put account changing on my, because I think that would be too much. I don't think that's, yeah, I know I won't because it would be disingenuous for me to do that. I don't believe it, but I do think this is absolutely massive for my account. We will probably turn off the opening. I'm not going anywhere though. I'm going to hang out with you all for a bit. We'll do some of the stuff we talked about. So there's all that. Let's check the overflow. For Catalyst. So there's tier 4 alpha. Now I already had a tier 4 alpha in here before. I think I did before this started. So keep that in mind. But I now have 1, 2, 3. I have 6 in my overflow now. I have 6 of these and a tier 7 basic, a single tier 7 basic. So obviously we've got, at least as far as the big mats are concerned, the ability to take up a champion to rank 4 today. I am not going to do that. I'm going to just take a quick look. I'm actually scared to accidentally hit the wrong button here. So I could take up, he's obviously in the conversation. I don't think we need to look at that necessarily right now. Shouldn't the tier 4 be? Oh, tier 7. Sorry, guys. I've been saying the wrong term. You guys know what I meant. So I've got 7 of them, and we're really close to our 8th. See, that's why I might get my sigil back right there. That for me personally would be the reason right now why I would maybe do it. That's wild. That is wild. Oh, and how many of those? I've got 4 skilled gems. That makes me laugh. All right, and I've got how many sig stones? 140. I mean, I could awaken and sig 200 a Mystic Champion. I don't think I would do that with Tiger, though. Not because she's not worthy. I just would need to get better with her before I do it. Future Ant-Man, though, I could see it. His sig's really good, too. That's a problem for another day. Oh, and then let's go take a look at... this. Just need to spend a little bit more of the pool shields. Let's take a look at what's available. Obviously, I'll be playing the game, so I'll earn more of the free... I'll earn more of the free shields. This is actually tempting because of how excited I am about the next Titan batch. This is really tempting. All of my stuff about RNG and all that. This is the one that feels like the smarter call. I'm going to think on that. I'm not going to force a decision on that right now. I'm going to put on the Be Right Back screen. I will be right back. We'll definitely get into the Q&A, and we will do... I will be creating that alliance, and I'll talk a little bit about what it's going to... open the pool crystals. You could get a 7-star pool. All right, we'll do that when I get back. I'll open those up. We'll create the new alliance, and I will... and we'll do some Q&A because there's a lot of rank up questions and stuff like that, okay? So just give me like 3 minutes. Hey, all right, we're back. I will admit my voice is starting to go, but we'll keep going. We're gonna have some fun. So I'm gonna actually create the alliance now, and then we'll do the Q&A because I want to rank up that Red Guardian, and so we can do Q&A while I rank up Red Guardian. Just have fun, screw around, do some fights with him, and kind of earn points on the pool shield and all that stuff. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Like I said, I really appreciated being part of this alliance. It is a great alliance. A really nice balance of taking BG seriously, but being able to live my life, and I really enjoyed that. So thank you very much to MSD and everyone who is in it. I will now be forming my own alliance, I believe. They won't let me go. Just when I thought I was out, huh? Let's see. How do you... It has been a very long time since I have created an alliance. Make sure I do this all correct. What do you guys think? I think the capital U. I think the capital U. I think it looks a little odd, all undercase. Cap the U? You think so? I thought, oh yeah. Okay. I like the capital. Okay, same here. All right, so we're all on the same page. The tag, though, I think is going to be lowercase. All lowercase. I kind of like that. It will be closed. That means I can still invite people, right? Open just means like people can join on their own for no reason, I think. So the description is... I think that gets the point across pretty smoothly. I think we'll put some spaces in there. Let me know. Let me see if you think that doesn't get the point across. You need to make it invite only. I think that's what closed is, right? Closed means nobody can join. Oh, by request. Those are my only options: open, close, and by request. You guys know? By request, yeah. Oh, thanks, Requicio. Okay. Closed is invite only. Yeah, exactly. Wait, what? Thanks for understanding the the joke I was trying to make. Yeah, closed is by request. Well, I can always change this at some point too, right? If we realize that. See, but it's weird. It says like it feels like. Closed can't be by request. I think it's closed, guys, which means I invite. I mean, it's okay to have by request. Whatever. I can always change this later. I appreciate the helpful, though. Okay, so what do we got? Upside, in-game players with life over game. Stop by Vega streams for waitlist. Okay. I think my channel is called 583. And we will definitely be using battle chips, not units. And I'm pretty sure this is all cleared. I've checked the same and tag. I was actually surprised they were both available. In-game players with life. Yeah, stop by Vega for the stream. Nice. This is awesome. How do you do invites? I know there's a bunch of people who want to join. Anyone know how to do invites to your alliance? Boom, a new era. Yeah, dude, I've been tempted to do this for probably a couple years easily. Like when you guys have seen me be like, I gotta leave tier 1 again. I hate doing it because I have so many friends, but I gotta go. That's why. So I guess people need to request. So for those of you guys, there's a group, and some of y'all are in this chat who are aware. I guess friend requests me in game, and or request to join the alliance, and then we'll get it done. Yeah, request to be sent to you. Okay. So essentially, let me try to figure out because I typed it out on my new Discord, and I'm rigging up my Discord because it is semi-related. A lot of you know I did have a Discord that for years. And at various times, I took it private, took it open, it became invite only. There's a lot of things. And for quite a while, I've accepted that I needed to, for my own, just kind of like what I could actually manage. You guys know I have a full-time job, full-time family, and the whole thing. I'm not looking to belabor that point. That my Discord became something that I was struggling to manage well. And it became at times a source of actual genuine stress. Like I'd log on and just be like, why the F is this happening? Like there's no reason for this. And the moderators did an amazing job, but it's not like they're paid or anything. And it was also like, they shouldn't be having to deal with this. Like it was just as likely to go on and have a blast with everyone as I was to go on, have a lot of fun with someone, and then be like, dude, why is this nonsense happening? This should not be happening. And so I was able to, I offered it to B McG because he's, has a great channel, and I felt like his enthusiasm for the game is consistent. It's consistently high, and he embodies a lot of what I wanted to bring to that server. And he said he'd take it over, which was a huge weight off my shoulders. I'm so grateful he was willing to do it. And the plan for me was to create a smaller Discord server and you can, if you have a $5 and above membership level of my channel, you can join the server. And a lot of that, I hate having a paywall. I do, but it's a way of keeping it smaller. There might be a time where I open it up to the $1 level because I created that because I know people want to be supportive, and $5 is a lot. I don't care who you are. Any money is a lot of money. I don't care who you are. And so I opened that up, and the server's doing really well. We literally just formed it like last weekend, I think. And so it's a lot of folks who have that membership level. It's of course the Illuminati because I still needed a place to chat with them and post everything, get that stuff done. And then these channel members have been joining. And then some people who I've gotten to know either through Discord or my channel who've heard me talk about this alliance, right? Shit, I forgot to say when I was starting this. I said I'd do a timestamp. I think that's pretty good. And so here's what the alliance is about. I see the chat, and I'll get to the chat in a minute. I just want to finish this off and be relatively coherent about it. I love tier 1. I have accepted that me and tier 1 no longer go together. Maybe something one day will change. I don't know what that would be though. My job is so important to me, and my family is so important to me, and the way I do things. Other people have jobs and families, obviously make it work, and they're doing great. They're great parents, they're great moms, they're great dads, the whole thing, okay? But that's not me and my stress levels and stuff. So I want to still play war. I actually like war. I think it's fun. I like the nodes and the challenge. But I ain't got time for planning. I ain't got time on a Saturday to just drop whatever I'm doing and place pre-fights and coordinate boosts with people and stuff. I enjoy Battlegrounds, but you guys have seen me. I'll be like, hey, I hit Battleground, I hit Celestial 5, and I'm hanging in. And then I'm like, but I can't play this much. I shouldn't. And do all the things I want to do. So here's what it is. I'm like, I'll just form my own place, and I'll support it with the people I've met along the way who are awesome, who want to play similarly through my channel, Discord, what have you. And so we're gonna have to start at it's gonna take us a while to get our war rating up. It will. Okay, we're just gonna be stomping people, and if you fight us, I'm sorry. I am, because you're gonna face a lot of in-game accounts, and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, so I'll just apologize now. And we're gonna do raids. We're gonna do nightmare raids. I realized that I hope everyone understood that. We're gonna do nightmare raids. If you can't do nightmare raids, that's okay. We'll talk about it. We'll get you to where you can. Okay. BGs will get to choose whether they're going to do AQ map 6. If a whole group of 10 wants to do 8, I think that's fine as long as we can make the game work. I think you can, but I doubt we're going to have that. And everyone should expect that they might do no AQ map. Join knowing that you might do no AQ map until it's raids. And then we'll do raids. The reason for 6 is to get raid tickets to make raids less expensive. Battlegrounds, there's no minimum. Battlegrounds, I know, like a lot of us are going to have jobs, full-time families, maybe other games you want to play. I don't know. And so Battlegrounds to always require a certain minimum. Like I don't want that to be a mandatory thing of joining the alliance. The expectation, though, will that be that you use the elders marks that you get for free from doing Battlegrounds each season. And if you lose all your matches, you lose all your matches. It's okay. You don't need to be a Battlegrounds whiz. And in war, here's how we're going to do it. We will obviously place a unique defense because you get penalized for not. Especially in the beginning, we will not probably have that like highly tuned. It'll just be like, hey, look at the map, make sure no one else has placed it, place your defenders. And then every war, you will be expected to join war and take a path. If you're not able to take a path because you're the last person to sign up, you're going to need to take some mini bosses, okay? But the war goes live, you take a look at the game, we're going to have a sheet you fill out on Discord. This is going to be a Discord housed alliance. You fill out what you're taking. Like, I'm taking path 1 in section 1. I'm taking path 7 in section 2. I assume those still exist. The map has changed since I was in tier 1. And you're like, I'm going to take this many and that many. And you're done. Let's say you're like, I don't feel comfortable taking minis. Then you don't take any minis. That's okay. We might get to a point where like, hey, you have the best option for this. Will you do it? And I know one of the biggest hesitations for joining an alliance with players like myself and better players, there's going to be significantly better players in this alliance. They're going to join literally in minutes here. It's a little bit of concern of like, well, what if I die or I don't want to embarrass myself? There's none of that. Like, I understand that might be self-imposed, but this is truly life above game. We're going to ask you not to just YOLO it and be like, oh, who cares? I'm taking Photon with Groot. Go back to Groot. Thank you for that. Okay, so don't do that. And if you die the first time and you like, I died because I made a mistake, go back in. If you die because you're like, I have no clue how to do this, take a moment, ask a question. My Discord server has, it's not a selling point. They are not obligated to be there in any way, shape, or form. Like you can't tag the Illuminati and they're not going to like show up and answer your question. Okay, that's not what it's about. But the Illuminati's there. There's a bunch of insanely smart players who are not in the Illuminati who are on the server. I am also there, and we'll be there to kind of like help answer questions along the way. If over time, after a month or two, or who the hell knows, 3 months, 4 months, I don't know, we all determine, like myself, and then I'll approach you. If you're like, hey, is this working out? And you're like, yeah, I'm enjoying the challenge. I think I'm getting better. And if I am like, hey, cool, I agree, then you stay in. If for some reason it's like, hey, this isn't working, here's why. I'm going to have a polite conversation. We'll talk about it. And you could be like, hey, no, actually, hey, I hear you, Vega. I could do X, Y, and Z. I want to get better at that. Cool. And that's what it's about. This isn't about making masters. This isn't about making platinum 1 or platinum 2. If we end up in platinum 3, cool. If we end up below that, cool. As long as we are having a lot of fun playing this game. There's no prestige requirement. And yeah, I think that's it. If there's any other questions here, I'm going to actually pull the chat back up. I would like to answer them. You will need to have, that's the one thing I should say though. My alt is going to be in it, at least in the beginning. And alts are definitely okay, but they do need to be at least approaching in-game accounts because we are going to play at a pretty competitive level. Like Platinum 3, I would love to get to Platinum 3. I'm just not going to set it as a hard goal. That's really competitive. So it does need to be, Valiant-ish, right? Or Valiant, probably. We can talk about it on a case-by-case basis. And I will say the Alliance is really close to full. I actually, without having made this announcement, was surprised how much interest it garnered. That's the word I was looking for. Crazy Canuck, you're in, man. I think, let me turn on, do we have to be friends? I honestly don't know how this works. So bear with me on this. I assume we might have to be friends. Here we go. And I'm just, what I'm doing is I'm accepting people I know their name immediately. If you're like, hey, you passed over my name, we know each other. Like it's just off the top of my head coming out. So can I? Cool. Gara, that's who's the fan of Dust, not Rye. So this looks like the way to invite to the Alliance, y'all. So if you can, a friend requests me, and then we will go through there. I know this isn't the most exhilarating stream. I apologize, but it's it's what we're doing at the moment. Kind of look at the questions. Oscar, so that's the other thing is, again, I'm sorry for doing it this way, but like kind of like I don't like having the paywall on my Discord server. It's a way to try to like keep this smaller, like and manageable for me. I am going to give priority to my channel members or people that I've known for periods of time. We definitely will have a wait list though, okay? We will absolutely have a wait list. And you don't have to have been a longtime member. You don't have to have been someone I know. We'll take a look at your account and go from there, okay? Oscar, Sanchez Fernandez. Yeah, man. Let's see, how do we do this? Can you send me your in-game name? Let's just take a look at your account really quick. I'm sure you're being totally forthright and honest and you listen to everything I said, but let me confirm it because I've asked everyone else to confirm. So I do want to be fair. I do want to be fair in that regard.
Did I miss the opening?
Dude, what is it? You did. I know.
Am I a little late or late?
Honestly, you're a wizard, so you're never actually late. You show up exactly when you intended.
Flattering within the first 60 seconds again. It's just
I will edit. I think it's going to be a real juggernaut to edit because of how it went. But I am planning to edit it down and put it out tomorrow morning. So I know it's not
Very
quite
nice.
the same. It was cool, like some really like almost needle and haystack pulls. I was shocked at a couple of them, and I'm
amazing.
I'm in the process of I've created the new alliance I had told you about, and obviously people for understandable reasons had a lot of questions. So we're kind of going through that. Sorry, so I'm like it's a more chat interactive moment.
I got you, dude. No worries.
Can I please tell you why there's no onslaught option in my account? He's uncollected. I have no idea, Siobhan. I assume you mean from that selector too? That was for sale in the store? I sent you an invite, in-game name, Somba. All right. Yeah, man. And so you literally heard everything that that we were talking about. So everyone's like, you're streaming individual, but this is the best way. This is how we'll probably do a lot of the information on this, at least from the beginning. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to first of all accept the friend request. I think I should have just done the invite. Have you ever done this, man? I'm sure after a while this gets easy.
The alliance invitation exception, stuff like that.
Yeah, just this whole like setup and.
Yeah, I'm lucky that I came into it being a member and then sort of rose in the ranks. So I, for the most part, don't have to deal with the minutia of inviting people and setting things up, because most of the time people reach out on Discord or on Twitter. So I'll get information from there. community posts are also a good spot for recruiting.
Yeah, that's honestly what I feel like I should do. Because and I'm sorry if I'm not responding to your question about wanting to join. I am in no way trying to ignore you or be rude. I'm more like, I actually already have it's a wait list of sorts of people. There's like 20 people who are joining. They're not all on the stream right now. I'm not in-game friends with them, so I can't invite them in the moment. And then there's other people who are, like I said, it's a way of just filtering it. It's not intended, this alliance is not intended to be a paywall alliance at all. That is like very much not what we're doing here. You don't need to be a member. You don't need to spend a dime on my channel or anything to join. That's just where I'm starting this from. And so, yeah, there may be a spot literally in like 30 minutes. I just don't want to, I don't want to promise that. So please be understanding of this. Maybe I didn't think this through that well and how to go about this on a stream. So I do apologize to literally everyone, and I appreciate you being interested. Vega. Oh, what's up, Fuzz? Let me see, bud. So Fuzz is one of the extremely high tier players I was talking about. Fuzz, what is your... Did you friend request me, bud? If you could friend request me, because I don't know how to do this. Should the alliance not be by request? Is that...
No, that's how it should be. I mean, if you check the members tab, if you click on the members tab, you should see invites.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Much easier. Corvus, thank you. I realize that might have been, you're just being silly or an accident. But let's get that level up a little bit, okay, bud? And here's what I'll do, y'all. I appreciate these requests. There's probably a lot of the folks in the chat. I'm not going to respond to them now. And I'll go to everyone who said they want to join. I'll go through the wait list. And then if there's spots, I'll bring you in and we'll go through there, okay? Crazy Canuck. What's up, Sim? Did you do an opening, bud? And if so, did you stream it? Is it going to be a video on demand? That's the term, right?
It's going to be... Yeah, that's the term. Don't worry. I'm catching your drift.
Thanks.
It is going to be a video either later today or like tomorrow morning, afternoon. I did do an opening. It went pretty well. I made an impromptu decision on the spot about a very important rank up decision, and I'm happy with the course correction that I made. It wasn't course correction. It was more like I had one idea in mind, and then I was motivated by just a lingering feeling to go in another direction. And so I went in that other direction on a whim, and I'm happy that I did. So yeah, it'll make more sense when you see the video.
Hell yeah, man. I'm pumped up for that. And I love on a whim rank up decisions. That's awesome.
They're very thrilling, very exhilarating.
Awesome. And Sim is also in the chat. Sim, did Sim stream today, or do we know, or Sim, are you doing an opening video? Today was, so I still need to go through it all, dude. Today felt like I don't ever advise spending, right? But if it's within your means and you want to, like, spend on your hobby, go for it, have a blast. I felt like if you're going to spend, this was a phenomenal event to do it in. Like, it felt like you could make serious progress, not only from the rank up standpoint, but also from the champion acquisition, because it wasn't like, hey, this champion you want in a crystal. It was, you select who you want.
Yeah.
Was that kind of your takeaway, or?
Yeah, 100%. It's a very nice sale. It is a very, very nice sale, and the free stuff that you can get, like the amount of materials you can get for free, multiple rank 3s if you're Valiant. You can get I think you can get 3 2 to 3 gems if you're Valiant with the free items, because you get 1.57 million free poolies, and the Valiant, the 2 to 3 bundle for Valiant is 500,000. So right there, that's 3 rank 3s for free for just playing the game and, you know, claiming the free milestones and stuff. So yeah, right, like that value alone is ridiculous. And then you can also get any 7-star champion you want from the selector. You can pick one of them, and even after you've bought that one selector for 1.25 million, you can get the bundle 2, which is what is it? The tier 4 alpha, the tier 6 class catalysts. So you can get any character you want. So, you know, an Onslaught, a Kushala, a Shocker, an Adam Warlock, and then you can also get some rank 3 or potentially even rank 4 materials, depending on if you have the tier 7 basic. So yeah, this sale, pretty good, man. Pretty good. I'm a big fan.
But here's the thing is like, this is why I actually did not expect what you just said. Like I went in today being like, okay, expect to be underwhelmed, because I'm very much taking this sale and the Heart of Fire as like one combined event. I was like, this on its own just felt like a great sale, like a meaningful sale. I always love like when you can like pick stuff. Like I'm always like I even did. I was like, I'm maxing out all the tier 7 basic. If I have any pull shields left over, cool. And apparently I do. But I was like, I'm just taking tier 7B everywhere I possibly could. It just felt like a huge sale. And then we had people in the chat, like, I think it was Modad saying the free to play. I think it was Modad. I apologize if it wasn't. Maybe it was Chop. Free to play. And like, they're like, oh, I got this and I got that. Like, I was like, perfect. Like, that's amazing. All right. So let's turn it. We got MSD here. Let's turn it over to the Q&A portion. I logged on. I said I would analyze this from the standpoint of my free to play, who I can't think of what, I can't remember. They're not Thronebreaker. They're just below Thronebreaker. Just kind of see what that looks like. I think Thronebreaker is, I just have to finish I have to complete Act 6. I do think the account is at a point where I could probably get that done with boosts and stuff. So it's something I may consider doing over the course of the week. And then we got MSD on call. If are you hanging out for a bit, bud, or you got to get going?
Yeah, I can hang for a little bit.
All right. So let's take questions. You got us both. If you've already asked your question and I haven't answered it, dude, put it back in. That ain't spam. That's just like, I'm literally asking you to do it. And you got MSD on call now too. So let's go ahead and have fun with all of that.
I'm telling you to ask questions.
Yeah.
Vega's asking you, I'm telling you.
Yeah, there you go. Love it. I got it. I actually am going to bring my alt into that account, into that alliance for a little bit. If we get 30, maybe I shouldn't leave this this alliance just yet, because I don't want to hold back that alliance. I think that alliance is going to just stomp people in war for, I would imagine, at least a few seasons, because it's going to take a while to get the war rating up. So, all right, I said I would take question and answer, and then I was like, let me talk about my alt. Let's start off here at Justin Gray. Hot take. I'm not a big fan of this kind of event because I feel like you need to create a spreadsheet and everything in a Russian nesting doll. But I like Russian dolls. So, no. Dude, I do hear you. And this kind of goes back to the yesterday, the topic of yesterday is like, is there anything in life that's enjoyable, that you enjoy doing, that's better rushed? And I still think no. And I try to be really transparent about what you see me doing as a YouTuber is very different than what I would do as a player or what I would advise you do, right? It's like, I'm trying to go through, I want to try to be entertaining. I know no one wants to sit there and watch me, bring up a spreadsheet and all that stuff. Now, people in the chat said DLL had a spreadsheet. I don't know if he was streaming earlier. They may have answered, I didn't see it. But his spreadsheets have historically been like spot on and incredibly, incredibly helpful. So I would maybe take a look at that, because I hear you. There's always that concern of like, did I buy the wrong thing? Am I going to run out of poolies or whatever? So I get that. Did MSD, you didn't make a spreadsheet, or did Simula make one? Are you aware of one or anything like that?
I think DLL made a spreadsheet.
Okay.
I did not make a spreadsheet. I while I was buying things, I was just sort of writing things down in a document. That's not going to be helpful to really anybody because I was on a specific path of this is what I want. These are the only things that I want. So, I mean, once the video comes out, people will know what I bought and, the direction I went. But yeah, I didn't make a spreadsheet. I just sort of wrote things down as I bought them and subtracted things from my poolies total to make sure I had enough to buy the rest of the things that I wanted.
So I want to take a quick moment, and I do want to analyze this from the standpoint, and I'm going to put a timestamp to this for certain people. I didn't see a ton of questions on this, so I don't know how interesting this will be for folks. So we're going to move through it very quickly. I'm not yet Thronebreaker. I'm Cavalier. And I will look, Cat Murdoch usually makes really great graphics for this. I think Misty sometimes does too. Misty K on like the various items for sale and the price points at the different progression levels. I'm going to take a look and see if Thronebreaker will actually change what's for sale. If it doesn't, then I'm not going to rush through Act 6 for this, okay? I'm definitely going to spend money. This is a free-to-play account. I'm enjoying that challenge. I will spend the poolies that are available to me. You can't even use units to buy poolies anyway. But this one, like, if I was free to play up until now and it wasn't like a commitment, it was just something I was doing because that's how I was enjoying. But I was like, hey, I'm really enjoying the game. And I wouldn't spend money for this. And I'll explain why really fast is you move through the game. If you're enjoying it, you move through the game kind of at the pace you want to. If you want to move through it quickly, you can. If you want to take your time, you can. If you're going to buy stuff because you have the free poolie, I'm calling them poolies. I know they're not poolies, but poolies. Use whatever's going to help.
That's what I'm calling them too, unfortunately.
You know why? It's because Pool Shield, I feel like I'm so close to mispronouncing it into something ridiculous or a bad word. And I'm like, if I'm going to curse, I want to know I'm going to curse, not like accidentally do it. So I'm just going with poolies. And so like, I would just say like, if I realize that I'm not going to be able to progress my account and get new sales items, I'll use it probably this because of what I was saying earlier. It's like, this is guaranteed. I'll look and see if there's maybe a 6-star, like if I get like 6-star Fury or something. Well, I don't know, whatever. You guys get my point. I would prioritize to like a guaranteed champion. Basically, the exact same analysis as the Valiant account is get the guaranteed stuff. I would not have this sale be why. Let me finish. I would not use my money to buy these deals if I decided I wanted to finally start spending on the game. The reason is, while the new offers will open up to you, you do not get poolies back to use. So if your whole point is to get to the next progression level to get better deals or more in-game deals, you're not going to have the currency in order to do it. So maybe if like the Heart of Fire, but we don't know what progression level you're going to have for that. So I wouldn't have this be the thing that like makes you be like, you know what? I've really enjoyed the game. I think today's the day I'm going to spend. MSD, do you see, I realize you literally have not thought about this until literally right now, maybe. Do you have any thoughts on that at all? Like maybe contrary or agreement?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Vega.
Yeah.
I'm not I wasn't following.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, no, I think it's a bit. I think esoteric is the word, and I think you have to like fully be watching the screen. So like, this is what I may try to do and get like Doom. I hope that was helpful to people. Do I see any questions?
Are you essentially asking like, if I see the value in the offers at this progression level?
It might be
asking something.
It might be one of those ones like I enjoy nuance, and it might be one of those times where like, dude, you're getting way too nuanced. You're not being nuanced. You're being like, I don't know what the right word is. Essentially is, I'm not going to spend because this account's free to play. Like that's just something I'm enjoying doing, and I have another account where I spent. If I was a player who up until now, like if let's say instead of that, I was a player who's like, oh, it's a free to play game. I'm going to play free. This is fun. And it was like, hey, I'm now here. I actually really like this game. Maybe today's the day I spend some money. I don't think I would let this be that incentivizer, that carrot. Because
okay, I gotcha.
Do you get,
okay.
I would go and I would check Cat Murdoch's graphics. I assume she made one. I don't know. Seeing what the next progression level is, right? Because that my next one is Thronebreaker, and if that gets me like the 7 stars and the tier 4 basic, then I would maybe consider it. But I would still say, like, don't spend your poolies because you don't get them back to use on the Thronebreaker deals.
Right.
There's a lot there. I don't think it's important. I really don't think it's important.
That's a bit of a loaded statement. But I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, if I were a player in that position and I was at this progression level, right, and I had access to graphics of the increasing progression levels, all that would do for me is motivate me to, like, get those progression levels.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to spend, and I was like, okay, I've been playing this game for 4 months, I'm at such and such progression level, but if I get to this next one, then I can, like, spend some money. You know, I've got, like, some money to spend.
Yeah.
And now I want to spend. Like, that is how I'm viewing what you said, and, like, that's my interpretation of it.
That's a significantly better way to say essentially the same thing, because you're saying it from the actions that you would take, not the actions that you wouldn't take. Much easier to understand that way, and I like that. That was way better. I think we can move back over to, so here's the question, and I know that Chauvin, you were having this issue. I think this is it. My progression level is not high enough to see the picker bundle. Like, that option is not available to me because my progression level is not high enough. So I would assume this actually isn't a bug. This is just, hey, dude, get your progression level up higher and do what MSC said and move through.
Level thing. If you can't see it, I'm thinking that's because your title is not high enough. I don't know what I'd have to see if a graphic's out there, but my gut is telling me that the picky picker is probably a Valiant only thing. I could be wrong. I don't know if there's a graphic out there to prove me otherwise. But I would think that a selector of that magnitude feels like something they would have for Valiant only. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Yeah. I could be wrong though, and please, if I am wrong, someone prove me wrong, please. I don't want to. That's why I say I think and not I know.
Do you remember what progression level Isophene, the 7-star Isophene, was?
I believe that was Thronebreaker. I believe she was given to all Thronebreaker players. I think the majority of that calendar was 6 stars for Thronebreaker, and then the Isophene was 7-star, and then anything below Thronebreaker, I think it was all either all 5-star and then 6-star Isophene, or all 6 stars just in general. I think it was Thronebreaker, but I could be I could be wrong on that. That was like 5 months ago. Yeah,
that lines up with my memory too. And so Jack is saying, yeah, it's only for Valiant. Okay,
that makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because it's crazy. Okay. Like, that's an unbelievable. So, like, 2023 selector, the first thing that pops into my head is Onslaught, right? Just Onslaught, right? Yeah. From a selector, guaranteed, pick him for free. If you would have told me last July 4th that 9 months later or 10 months later, I could just get him for free, basically, I don't know what I would feel. I don't know how I would feel. I'd probably be really happy if I didn't still have him, but yeah, that's a crazy, like, if you're a Paragon right now and it does end up being a Valiant only thing and you grind out all of the free stuff, your motivation could be, hey, I can get a free 7-star Onslaught, and I can get some tier 4 alpha and some tier 6 and tier 3 alpha to almost get him to rank 3. So, like, that right there is very motivating, because Onslaught, I don't know if you guys know this, just just throwing this out there, he's kind of a good champion. He's kind of a good character.
I got a question today, and we're trying to rapidly do some Q&A. And I may have misinterpreted the question. I don't think so, but I just, in case they're here, and they're like, that's not what I meant, is they were kind of asking if, like, I'm worried at all about him falling off, and I was like, no. He's like, he was so far ahead when he came out that I know it's been a while, but, like, you got nothing to worry about. You know, to use the old like back nine analogy on golf, he's like on hole 2. You know, like yeah, you're good to go.
Make sure you don't accidentally rank 4 Red Guardian unless you're planning to do that.
So I don't know who I genuinely don't know who I'm gonna rank 4 right now. I am obviously in a bit of a transition period as far as what I'm doing in game, except I know for a fact that I'm having a blast. I gotta say, man, all the attention Battlegrounds is now getting has me curious about getting a bit more competitive. And so I might try to balance out. I don't know. I feel like if I take him to rank 4, essentially, I feel like he that's just like a big red flag. Ban me now, you know, in Battlegrounds.
He is pretty big and red, so yeah.
It's just like a big red belly saying ban me. And so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I also want to see what exactly turns out in Heart of Fire.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I have to say, and I expect no response from you for the reasons we've talked about. I'm now thinking it might be Hulkling. I thought I was being crazy. I didn't think I was being crazy. I believed what I said when I said CGR. I'm now like, dude, if they're bringing Tigra and Future Ant-Man, like, are we getting Hulkling? Like, it doesn't.
2 pretty good champions, man.
Yeah.
Tigra and Future Ant-Man.
And so I'm like, I would want to rank 4 Hulkling. Like, you know, I want to rank 4 Future Ant-Man. Like, so I'm trying to hold off. We'll see how long I actually am able to. And I think
that's in.
Go ahead.
Do we know a date for that? Do we know a date for the start of that?
I think it's in 2. I think it's in like 10 days. I think, like it's like 2 weeks away.
I think you're right. I think so. I know it's at like the first week of May. I think that's when it lands. Is the first week of May.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Yes. I think I'm just gonna do Realm of Legends while we do some questions, because I think the event for this is just 2 fights with Thunderbolt champions, right? Yeah.
So if you want to speed this process up,
yeah.
Pro tip:
Tell me.
Just throw a Deadpool into Road to the Labyrinth Chapter 1 Quest 1 and auto fight. You get the objective done in 2.5 runs.
Road to the
Labyrinth, the one with Thanos crossing his arms.
So can I admit something to you right now?
Yes.
A bit of confession. I was aware of you writing that somewhere recently as a way to do Super Daily
Super event.
Yeah. And I was like, I've been actually doing that because there's been a few days in the last couple of weeks where I just haven't had the time, especially with 2 accounts, and like trying to do content and all that. And I was like, I really want to give that tip, but like I keep meaning to ask you if I can tell people, because obviously I was going to be like, hey, I got this from MSD. So now that you're literally saying it on my stream, I'm like, hey, I got this tip from MSD. You should do it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
no problem, dude. Like I spread the word, because all that it's been for me is helpful. Like if I don't have time to actually play on my main account and, you know, get some content done, but I want to get the daily super event done, and just throw. So if you want to do the like legitimate daily super event, it's 3.5 runs of auto fight. But for this specific thing, for like Deadpool, it's 2.5 runs. But you need to be using Deadpool. That's the caveat. But for like the daily super event, normally just 3.5 runs and that's it. Takes around 10-ish minutes.
I think we're getting a message in the chat saying that Thronebreaker does have access to the 7-star.
Really? Let me see. Let me check Twitter really fast to see if Cat has a graphic for that. And oh, here we go. It was the first thing that popped up for me. I'm assuming this is a Cat graphic, even though it's from the official MCoC page. Okay, so Paragon Thronebreaker. Yeah, Paragon Thronebreaker have access to the Picky selector. It's just more expensive. It's 1.75 million instead of 1.25 million for Paragon and Thronebreaker. So they do have access to it, but you can't get that fully free to play.
No,
you would have to spend a little bit.
That's what I was just gonna say. Yeah. So it won't incentivize me to rush through it anyways in the next week. I might do it anyway, but yeah.
To be fair, you can still get a guaranteed rank 3 from the Paragon Thronebreaker store. There's a 1 to 2 and a 2 to 3 gem that you can buy. So rank 3 anybody you want.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
All right. I think we're gonna try to get to Thronebreaker, boys.
Yeah, and that it would leave you with 250,000 left. Oh wow. Oh my god. Wow, that's crazy for Paragon Thronebreaker. So you get 1.57 million for free. So the 1 to 2 gem is 350,000. The 2 to 3 gem is 900,000. So right there, that's 1.25 million. You've got like 300,000-ish left. And then for 250,000, you can get a smorgasbord of T6CC selectors, and then Tier 6 Basic, Tier 3 Alpha, and T5CC. And that would all be within the confines of that 1.5 million for free. So, I mean, that's basically a guaranteed rank 3 and then another rank 2 of your choosing for, any 7-star, really.
You want to know the wildest part about that? I don't even have a 7-star on that account.
That's crazy. You should have the materials, but no 7-star.
Okay, so I think we know what we're doing next week on this channel. I think it's going to be about streaming Act 6, trying to get through that. And then, yeah. All right. Justin, okay, so DLL has the spreadsheet on his community page. I wouldn't know how to technologically do that all right now. Thank you, though, for that. Anyone who's not subscribed, go check that out. His spreadsheets are always, if you know the guy, the spreadsheets can be meticulous. What is this bundle to buy as a throne breaker? I can't make up my... I think literally what MSD just said sounded outrageous.
So let me explain it again if you're throne breaker. You want to, if you have all of the poolies, right? You've grinded all the poolies, you should have 1.57 million. So what you want to do is you want to buy 1 copy of Bundle 2, 1 copy of Bundle 6, and 1 copy of Bundle 7. That's all you can buy with those poolies. That's going to be the best bang for your buck as a throne breaker, and probably even as a Paragon, because Paragon, you're not Valiant yet, so you need those rank 3s. That's a guaranteed rank 3, and additional resources to take up another 7-star to at least rank 2. So that seems like the absolute best combo for Paragon Thronebreaker. Speaking of, I need to start grinding the rest of the free points on my free-to-play accounts, so let me do that passively.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm like, I can play Red Guardian later.
All the rank 3 gems. Yeah, Red Guard, he's pretty good, isn't he?
I love
pretty interesting.
I love him. One of the main things that my channel does is try to give advice, try to help people get a good basic understanding of champions and why they're different, why you might want this one or that one or whatever, right? And I feel like one of the things I could see people trying to decide is do I rank Silk or do I rank Red Guardian? I realize she's not buff immune, he is. I realize they both have access to slow. I think his is way better. She can handle healing in some ways. They both need their debuffs to stay on. They're both absolute nukes. It might be because I like the character from the movies and stuff, but I actually think he's better. What am I missing about Silk? Because that's... I think if I went into the Illuminati chat and was I think Red Guardian's better than Silk, they'd be like, you fool. And I love Silk. I love her. I think she's incredible. She's got the evade specials. Would you even compare these two champions, or are you I think that's the issues? I think they're not really that comparable.
I think that's kind of the issue is, it's funny because I do see a lot of similarities in the kit, the physical, the application of debuffs, the slow, the big burst damage. Yeah, I think there's just comes to a point where two characters are like 75% similar. They share a lot of similarities, a lot of feel in terms of damage, rotation. And then the 25% that's different is just the way you play them. And it just depends on if you like one play style over the other. I don't think anybody's going to argue with someone who takes up Red Guardian over Silk, or if you take up Silk over Red Guardian. I don't really think there's a wrong answer there. It's just whoever you prefer.
You know what? I realized one of the things I should have said would have been really helpful to you is, at least not now, but we're talking about like rank 4s, is I feel like they will fulfill similar roles in my BG deck. I should have said that. That's a pretty important part of the equation.
Yes, that is a very important part of the equation.
It doesn't matter, and I think we've got some questions. I'll look up and get to it in a second here. I can pick America Chavez right now. Okay, so, Nicholas was one of the people pointing this out. Thank you, Nicholas. Kirik, what's up, bud? I have a generic Awakening Gem. Not sure if I should use it on Red Guardian or Quicksilver. I think you have one of the most highly skilled, knowledgeable Quicksilver players on call right now. I would personally be more likely to say Red Guardian if you're gonna put SIGs into him. I did the video literally today on him unawakened. Yeah, he doesn't crit as much. He doesn't without it, and the crits aren't as big. But he's a phenomenal champion. But I think if you're going to awaken him, you want that SIG to get going. I'm not saying you have to take him to 200, but you want it to get going. Like, you spent the Awakening Gem on it. I can't think of what Quicksilver does at just SIG 1 off the top of my head. I have not played him a lot in quite a while. I'm a massive fan. And I do think he can do more than Red Guardian. He's a very different kind of champion. MSC, do you have thoughts on that Awakening Gem on Quicksilver or Red Guardian?
Yes, I do. And after I answer this question, there's been someone asking a question about like a champion selector. I'll get to that after I answer this. Don't worry. I don't remember your name, but I'll get to your question. You'll know when I answer it.
Thank
you. Quicksilver, Red Guardian. I love Quicksilver. One of my favorite champions to play in general. I just took him to rank 4 like a couple of weeks ago, not even. And he's fantastic. He's incredible. He doesn't need high sig. I don't think high sig is really necessary. He gains a lot of benefit from just having that initial awakening. But the thing is, his kit is already so, like, packed full of good stuff. All of the utility he has, the Wither, the Slow, the Anti-Miss, the Parry non-contact, the immune to Dex, the different source of damage to get past, like, Safeguard, the combo count increase. There's a lot going for Quicksilver. He's kind of like... He's an all-encompassing science character. He does basically everything a science character can do, basically. Like, maybe nowadays, with some newer characters like Nefaria, he can't do that. But for the most part, he's doing like 90% of what the science class can do in one kit, which is a lot for some people. He's a lot to manage. Whereas Red Guardian, like, he's got his 4 or 5 key abilities. He's immune to buffs. He's got the big trauma damage, which is something Quicksilver also has, but it's in a different way. He's got the slow, and he's got the... that's really it. He's got the slow, he's got the big trauma damage with the shield, and he's immune to buffs. Those are 3 very powerful things. 3 things that are extremely useful in guaranteed content, right? Or not guaranteed content, in like high-tier competitive Everest content. Those are very useful things. I think if you're a player who's going to be competing in like Battlegrounds or Alliance War, then Red Guardian would make a lot more sense to invest SIGs into, because Quicksilver already has more or less his entire kit unawakened. You're gaining a bit of a benefit from the awakened ability, but Red Guardian is going to gain a significant benefit in terms of the damage and the consistency of his damage from the awakened ability. So I think that's probably the way I would go. I would lean Red Guardian, unless you're a massive Quicksilver fan, in which case Quicksilver, you can't go wrong. And then to answer the question that's been floating around in chat, I just haven't gotten a chance to answer it. Someone's been asking, they have a pick between 3 characters. Where is it? Let me scroll up and find it and answer it. I can pick 2 of 3 characters, Medusa, Deadpool, and Sentinel. Which should I go for? So, what a position to be in. What a very tough position to be in. Those are all 3 amazing characters. I think you should definitely grab Medusa. I think even on Awakens, Medusa is an unbelievable force on attack. And she will be very useful for you going forward for robots, for just being a cosmic damage dealer. She is incredible. So I recommend picking up Medusa. And then between Sentinel and Deadpool, Deadpool is a pure attacker. Deadpool is like pure unadulterated. I hit very hard and I kill things very fast or very efficiently. That's what Deadpool does. That is his entire shtick. Whereas Sentinel is much more of a dual threat. Not because he's necessarily difficult, but because he's very, very tanky. It takes a long time to kill Sentinel. Even like an unawakened Sentinel without those armors, it still takes a while to get him down. Just because of how his resistance stacks up, that critical resistance, I believe, he gains, the armor rating. It takes a long time to kill Sentinel. So the question I would have, or the follow-up I would have, is do you need more pure attackers, or do you need more dual threats? Whatever the answer is the way you should go. If you need more pure attackers, you go Deadpool. If you need more of a dual threat, you go Sentinel. The Sentinel on his own right is also an incredible attacker. Not as crazy as Deadpool, but maybe a lot more versatile. Like, he's got heal block, he's got armor break, he's got shock, he's got incinerate, he's got a full, not even a heal really, it's like a body replacement on his special 3, which can just heal you to full, and, you know, removes all debuffs or negative effects on you and just completely gets rid of them. So if you need sort of a dual threat who's still a monster on offense, go Sentinel. If you just need an absolute behemoth on attack, go Deadpool. Hopefully that was helpful.
It was helpful to me. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah. Let me, Red Hat, dude. We met in Vancouver, didn't we, bud? Thank you very much for the membership. I'm going to put that up on the board. Let us know if you have a question or anything like that, buddy. And for anyone who's wondering what I am doing, I am just basically having fun with my new Red Guardian, who I've taken immediately to rank 30.
Realm of Legends
with
Red Guardian.
And I think, I believe, I assume I am getting points in the event, because there's free poolies here, and they had me at free.
Yes, he is a Thunderbolt, so you are getting those points.
So I'll go back to the questions, but I have a MSC and Vega on my Paragon account. Who should I pick between Mantis, Tigra, and Gallon?
Gallon.
You think so?
I think he's plug and play. He's really easy. And if you're not going to spend the time to learn Tigra, Gallon is going to be much more of an effective attacker for just throwing him into a matchup and succeeding.
I couldn't agree with that more. And there's a little bit of like, if you like Tigra, you probably already know it and would have just selected her, I think.
Yeah.
She's great though. Like, depending on who the Cosmic Champ is and how my Heart of Fire opening goes, there's a chance you see me back. Okay, I'm taking Tigra. I'm taking her to rank 3. I'm determined to do this. I won't take her to Sig 200 right away though. I will not do that. Even though
That's fair.
Because I think you got to make sure you like her before you do all that.
Oh yeah. Don't invest unless you're committed.
Yeah, those are, dude, 7-star 6 zones, so rare. Crimson Felton, what's up, bud? Yeah, it has been a bit. Glad you're here. Old Man Easy, super smart. He answered a little bit of the QS question too.
Cool.
Did you just answer? Was this what you answered? Should I go for Dazzler in the the Titan Nexus, or pick up Kushala?
No, I did not. I did not grab that one. What is that question?
So here it is in Mars. Okay, yeah. Thank you for repeating it, dude. That's awesome. Actually, your first one here. We're a little far back in the chat. I would go with the guaranteed, dude. I realize you might get Dazzler in that Titan, but dude, you might get. You want to pick on any of the champions because they're all good, right? They're all good, but they're not who you want. and they're not as powerful, in my opinion. So I would go with the guaranteed Kushala, America Chavez, or Onslaught. I would go with that.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Oh, Prime Kobe and chat. Marlon, I missed. So again, I was skimming the chat to try to see, read back. And I thought you were saying Vega and MSD. What's your favorite dish? Prime Kobe or Shaq? And I was like, is Shaq a kind of meat? Like, I don't think so. I was just in Japan, so I had some Kobe beef. I don't know why I read it that way. I hope I'm Shaq in that one, man. If you've seen us, I'm definitely the less trim of the two of us. Vega, did you not get the RG Awakening? Not yet, Alberto. I do have some poolies left over. I just didn't want to rush a decision on it. And I wanted to kind of move through the stream. Everyone was having fun. I saw how many people here. I was having a good time. No one was telling me I had to hurry up, but I wanted to kind of entertain a bit. So who would be Photon? So would Photon be a better pick if I have Onslaught Max 6-star? I'm only Paragon.
Are we talking about a 7-star here, or
yeah?
What's the?
I'm assuming that's the question. Is 7-star Onslaught or Photon?
Oh, that's tough. That's really tough.
But I mean, has Max 6-star Onslaught.
Okay. Here's my 2 cents as an absolute Onslaught stan. Getting the opportunity to pick him for free.
Yeah.
We don't know how many more times that's gonna happen. And I love Photon. Photon, amazing character, 100% worth it. Totally understand if you want to go Photon. That is 100% justified. She's incredible. But Onslaught, he kind of stands on his own as this game-defining monster, and because of that, I would pick Onslaught even if I had the 6-star, just because he is at this caliber where, obviously you're never gonna go wrong with picking Photon, but picking Onslaught, even if you already have the 6-star, you will thank yourself for it later because he doesn't need the dupe.
He's also just not that there's a lot of science champions running around doing what Photon does.
Right.
I feel like Onslaught is so uniquely rare, even in an ascending mutant class.
Yeah, it's kind of not a lot of characters do what he does. We've just started to see Daunted get introduced in more mutants, Gentle and Jean Grey. Yeah, Jean Grey has Daunted.
Jean's good, dude. But yeah.
And oh yeah, Jean's dude. That Titan is gonna be something.
Yeah.
That upcoming Titan is what was I gonna say? But we've just started to see Daunted get introduced in new ways because Onslaught sort of had a chokehold over it. It was his ability, it was his ability, and now it's starting to expand into the mutant class now, where we're seeing it in more unique ways, which is cool. I want to see it in more unique ways because Onslaught, he introduced it and it was so powerful and so dominant that it was where does it go from here? What's it gonna happen with Daunted going forward? But no, the 2 champions that have got it, they are both exceptional in their own ways. So I totally agree with Vega that Onslaught is sort of unique in a class of uniqueness. He stands out. Goodness gracious. Even the non-crits are very good.
I'm just screwing around. I'm not. If anyone who's watching the gameplay, this is not here. Medusa, Elsa, or Gladiator from Z. For me, it's easy. It's an easy Medusa. Elsa and Gladiator are very good. Don't get me wrong. I think Elsa is showing her age a bit in the game, and Gladiator, Gladiator is one of those champions that I am so happy exists in this game. I think it really feels like you're playing this confident champion, and I really think thematically, it's as close as this game can get in a fighting game like this to the superhero. but he's just not my kind of champion. Like, it's one of those, like, I fully recognize how good this is. I also would go Medusa every day. Like, and I don't think they're that different in power levels. It's just I love Medusa and I like what she does. What about you? Medusa, Elsa, or Gladiator? To rank 4, by the way. This is a big one.
I think Medusa is the clear winner. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back to live.
Of course. Hey, Mr. V, what's up, dude? Mr. V, you were in my old Discord, right? It's now the Overseer. And you changed your Discord name a lot, if I remember correctly. Is that, or at least your profile name? If you're still there, let me know. But I'd love to hear an answer for you if you're still there. Thanks, Kirik. I appreciate it. Who needs the SIGs more? Prowler, Kushala, Shocker, or Dazzler? Okay. All right, let's sit back and relax on that one. I hope you're still here. It honestly depends on. Can you, I see you when I see you. That's funny. Can you let me know if you're still there? If you're still there, let us know what mode, like how big of a deal is Battlegrounds to you. I think that'll help me out a lot, dude, with answering that question and not have this turn into like a 45-minute answer. Photon versus Silk, rank 4. So before I knew Red Guardian was coming to the game, I was ready to take Silk up because I think she really wants to punch sideways or down. She's a phenomenal champion. That's not an insult to her, but I think what you're often using her for, especially in like Battlegrounds, is for her to get that fight over fast. And no one does it better than her except for maybe Red Guardian. And they are different, as you heard us talking about a while ago. So if you're like into Battlegrounds and that's your deal, man, I would probably go Silk, although Photon's still one of the best defenders, but people have a lot of answers for her now, where they're figuring her out in high tier Battlegrounds. I think she also punches up pretty well. If you're just like on the questing thing, I probably would go, I think it's like a pick which one you want sort of scenario. They're really different, both same class though, so I could see why you were asking that question. Okay, so ICU is still here, loves BGs. Okay, so Prowler, I've done videos on Prowler. I think I did a video on him on Awakened. I know I did one with him at SIG 200. It literally, like, it doesn't have, maybe, I don't know, the speed at which he can get fights done. But him at SIG 200, the damage off the special 2 when you line it up he becomes a true nuke. Like, I don't remember the exact times, but like Domino, like fights you're using him for, he ends it in the special 2 or in the special 1 with the falter still up right away, or even sometimes just like a stand-up intercept after the special 2. So, and he's so versatile, but so is Kushala. I played Kushala unawakened for a very long time. Like Tier 1 War, SSX, like, she is great with it. The pause is really nice. I don't think she needs it, though. I really don't. It's great. It's powerful. I took mine to SIG 200, rank 4. Shocker really wants it for Battlegrounds, badly. I have mine at SIG 88, and that was like, this feels like a meaningful difference on how much power I'm keeping off of my special 1s. Shocker, again, you're nuking. The majority of your Battleground use is nuke. It's also going to make him a better defender, though, right? Because if he throws that special 1, he's keeping so much more of that power, making him a better defender, I can't think of what he calls his charges. Getting the auto block chance out. Thank you. So, and then Dazzler, this is like, I can see why you're struggling between these 4 champions. Dazzler, SIG 1 gets the damage back mechanic, right? She starts to reflect a small amount of the physical damage back. The pursuit, not very long. Even at SIG 200, it's still only 8 seconds, I think. So it's not like, it's not a terribly long pursuit. I think Dazzler's the most like SIG 1. Stalker's the most like medium amount of SIGs. Like I'm very happy at 88. And then Prowler's I'm putting in 199 stones. This is the question here, MSC, was who needs the SIGs more? Prowler, Kushala, Shocker, Dazzler. Did ask a follow-up question, and they love BGs. They love BGs.
Yeah, I mean, I think Prowler needs them the most. You don't need Shocker at SIG 200 unless you adore him like me. Prowler for sure benefits the most from the SIG investment in SIG 200.
I'm actually I'm rusty as hell because I've taken 2 long vacations in a span of like 4 months. And so I think that's all it is. I am struggling to use Dazzler's Pursuit as well as I had hoped in Battlegrounds. I was able to use it on stream the other day in 9-1, so I was happy about that.
I don't have her at high enough SIG to really benefit from it, so I don't have that dilemma.
You don't have that problem. She's phenomenal. I think that SIG and that portion of it, they did a great job of, hey, look, if you play her like relatively well, you're gonna get phenomenal results. But if you play her really high skilled, you're gonna be able to like dominate a lot of stuff. And I think they did a great job with that. I don't think that's a her issue. I think it's a me and skills issue.
I've got her at rank 3 SIG 40, so my pursuit is just shy of 4 seconds.
That's not that long. That's like 50%. I think she gets up to 8.
I think it goes to 10.
Does it?
It might be 10, yeah.
I've never been good at reading or math.
In line, man.
Yeah, Jeff, I think there was... I'm gonna just make a helpful note to Kabam on that crystal, the 7-star class Nexus. I'm not like even upset about it because I don't think it was like unreasonably misleading, like to the point where I'm sure it wasn't intentional. I know that I read it as something different than what it actually was, but when I saw what it was, I was like, oh, I kind of get why they called it what they did. I think the Nexus portion was the picking of the class, not that it was a Nexus class crystal, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I thought the same exact thing. And then I opened it and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Got it.
It wasn't, I don't even remember how I got him. The chat did remind me, but I was like, it also wasn't like the highlight of it. But if like that was your highlight, I could see being really irritated, you know? But again, I don't think it was not one of those ones where I think reading it was, oh, this is definitively it, and Kabam did something else. I think it was very much more like, I think this is it, and then I read back what it is. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know, whatever. I'm probably getting, I probably should stop streaming here in a minute. In fact, guys, you know what? I gotta bounce. I'm sorry. I can tell. I didn't realize how long we've been streaming. This is like I've been doing this all week. Yeah, I should bounce. Oh wait, okay, last one. Kristen, it's literally the last question. Where's Kristen? I appreciate how polite they're being. We don't see it.
What are we looking for here? I see it. Currently Cavalier on 6.2. Should I take the bundles with more champs or take bundle 9, giving the mats to rank 4 champions, and already have the mats for 1, meaning instant throne breaker, I believe. If your goal is throne breaker and that's like your immediate goal, then yeah, go for that. That's gonna make your life a lot easier for progression.
And Kristen, please interpret this answer. It's intended. It's intended to be polite. MSD, this is literally the thing we were analyzing, like, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 minutes ago. So Kristen, is if you get up to Thronebreaker, the deals available to you will change, but you won't get your poolies, the currency, back. So there's a part of like wanting to be efficient that makes me think like maybe try to get Thronebreaker without purchasing anything. But I think if you start to go down that route and it starts to be a struggle, then quit out. Like, don't start like buying units and all that stuff for that. Like, quit out and just be like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go back and buy it and do what MSD suggested. That's what I would suggest there. All right, guys. I apologize. I gotta go. You know me. I'd hang out all day with y'all. I love it. Like so many people in chat today, so incredibly supportive. Had an absolute blast. Thank you to Red Hat for the membership. Thank you to Messiah for the donation, and Doc82 as well. And then, of course, huge thank you to MSD for stopping by, dropping all this knowledge. Really appreciate it. MSD, do you mind taking us out?
Yes, I don't mind at all. Make sure to spend your poolies appropriately. If you can hit a progression level that gets you better deals, try your best within the week to hit that progression level. If you can't do it, no problem. Spend your poolies because you're not going to get a chance to spend them after the sale's over. But if you can get to that next progression level, do the best you can.
What he said, he's the best in the business for a reason. Have a great one, everybody. We'll be getting out. I'll edit down my opening. I might not be able to get that out tomorrow. I'm going to do my best, and then we should have the updated general tier list for you, then the best relics, and then, of course, Battlegrounds. Next week, we'll be streaming, doing literally what MSC and I just talked about on my alt account. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye. Would it be better if I actually hit